time to get into the action. I throw you over to Henry G and Anders.
Oh, thank you very much, boys. We're looking forward to this one. FUT, who did very well at ESL Pro League, Anders, got to the semi-finals, took down Mouse on Dust 2 in the quarters. Definitely the favorites going into this one, but I'm excited to see what Inner Circle can bring to the table.
Yes, some of these early games are going to be very unpredictable. I think I will put FUT as my favorites here, maybe for the whole tournament. I really enjoy this
The
team.
whole tournament. You got the MongolZ and ParaVision here?
I think FUT could do it. I really do.
All right. Here's
I'm
a nice
excited.
little flashbang being set up by Krabeni. Allows his teammates to swing off towards shore, which is what they're getting ready to do. Here we go. We're off to the races. The first frag will be coming in momentarily. It's Inner Circle. That flashbang is extremely effective as we see a flurry of kills there, Anders. It's a pretty comprehensive victory so far. Has the bomb gone down, though? I believe it has. It's towards top and middle. Onuk will bring one back, but overall should be a done deal here. We'll see, though. 4 versus 2.
I'm glad you called that flashbang right before they set it up as well, because that is such a sick way to get a round started.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the smoke towards top and middle as well. Yeah, 2 players ready to swing on short. Flashbang and the smoke set up by the same player. Bomb goes down. Absolute massacre, I'm afraid. Head trick, sniper of the team. It's actually quite important, Anders, he gets a couple of kills here. He needs to build up that bank account. Dust 2, it's all about the AWP. So even one kill here would be influential in his finances going forward, and he might just get it.
He's done a lot of damage. She's a really, really good attempt, but it's not enough. Jukes will take him down towards the end. And hard to disagree with what the desk was saying as well. Like, I don't hope it doesn't happen, because I feel like so many of these sort of tier 1 orgs at the moment don't really know what they're doing, but it's true. If you pick some of these FUT players up and put them somewhere else, who knows? They could do a lot of work. Some of them are really, really interesting.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like the individuals are fantastic, but they've been together for so long in the Navi Junior team. It's been, what, 3 or 4 years?
Yeah.
If you start breaking them up, you might mess with the recipe.
Yeah,
It's tried and tested.
I want to see this keep going. I mean, obviously MongolZ left and they got Longs instead, but I still kind of want to see the rest of them work their magic together. I enjoy what they've been bringing so far. Second round here, we're going to see Inner Circle with a scout and not too much else. It's an interesting kind of a pickup. The hero scout that's in play, don't get to see it all the time. So far, hasn't found the target, but you never know. Could be a bit of a nasty surprise if you're not ready for anything there. Let's see.
Well, it's going to be nothing but Glocks here. We'll see a scout available, and we know the scout can do some work on Dust 2. Krabeni, though, mowing them down with the MP9. And there it is. I referenced the Krabeni scout we saw at Pro League. It was against Mouse and Dust 2, managed to get one of the most ridiculous opening kill sequences we've ever seen. One of the best plays of the year, but that won't be happening this time. We will now be getting into round number 3. The guns will come out, Anders, and we'll see whether there's anything that can be done here. Inner Circle will have to stand and deliver. They've got the AKs, and after buying the scouts as well, we have got a Desert Eagle for Onuk, and it's going to be a leg shot coming in very quickly. Cemetery has got his AWP out early as well. Scary prospect going forward. And that's by virtue of those MP9 kills coming in, Anders. The fact we got 3 of them, enables a nice early AWP here, so the money's low. They've already got Onuk down to 18 HP. This does not look good as you see the incendiaries deployed down towards lower as well. It's head trick! And his teammates managing to find a beautiful opener there. Fantastic work. Okay, and now they have the advantage. Smoke down double doors. And we're getting ready for potential A-splittings. See players outside the long doors, but making their way towards middle. Cemetery. Bear in mind, we have got the new update here as well, Anders. We're going to keep track of that. I don't think it's going to have huge implications. I feel like people getting a little bit up in arms about the whole thing. I think it's going to be a narrative to follow, sure, but I don't think it's going to have too much impact on the grand scheme of things.
Probably not at a high level of Counter-Strike, although I think if we're going to be seeing those mistakes, they'll happen early on. It'll be early in the cycle of when they're in. People are going to make some mistakes, reload too soon. But I'm sure the longer it's in, the less we'll see of that kind of a thing. That jump from Krabeni, it probably felt like a really safe attempt to just kind of take a look at what's happening in lower dark, but he got his head blown right off. And now they're in the middle, throwing a really fast smoke for the cross. I mean, it's a very bad idea for Jukes. He's going to be alone in the side of the map, and unless he gets a double kill, they don't even get time to rotate here, and it's not going to happen. Zero fix. Very good shot at range. You can see how awkward it was for Jukes. Like, he's got nowhere to really stand there. And they're going to rotate. Not even going to try to rotate rotate. They already know it's over, and unfortunately, this is the right move for FUT as well. There's no point in running across the map and trying to retake this one 3 versus 5. So what a great start for Inner Circle. They pick up the rifles, and they're good to go.
It wasn't looking good either. They took that initial damage on towards Onyx.
Yeah.
Looked like they were out of position. There was aggression from FUT being presented. But all of a sudden, the opening kill towards Shaw cracks things open. A nice mid to B split. Hit their shots.
I think the kind of B split that they did here, where they're throwing the smoke when they're already on the CT side of the door, it's kind of underrated because you can just be so fast.
Sure, playing in front of the utility is not too telegraphed, and it's a very clean round. Not a single player going down. Bear in mind, they entered with 4 AKs and a Desert Eagle there as well. So well done to Inner Circle. They are off to the races. But still a lot of work to be done here. You did not take down the entirety of FUT, so we are going to see them having a nice healthy buy going forward by virtue of their clean second round. So still will have the AWP and 4 rifles to accompany it. And we can see we've got this beautiful new HUD here at PGL, Anders. We're tracking the utility across the board.
I especially appreciate how easy it is to read some of the utility here. I think it's, yeah, it's going to make it a lot easier. Sometimes it can be a bit messy when there's too much going on, but I enjoy this one. Smoke in the middle again, but look at Symmetry. I was about to say, normally he's a little bit low. He's a little bit more of a conservative AWPer and maybe not the most aggressive, but certainly is this time around. He's in lower dark at the moment, waiting to see if anyone's going to give him the opportunity, although it kind of looks like Dawi might be aware. Head Trick on the other side, wondering, is it worth the peek? They're so aware of this angle, but that doesn't mean they're going to get out without any damage. There we go. Flashes in. They force out the AWP shot now. They're going to try and bomb him out of there. There's a kind of utility coming out, and yeah, I think it's time to pack it up. They've certainly slowed down the T side, but they didn't actually get the opening kill they wanted here.
Slow and steady so far for Inner Circle. It's absolutely fine. Just feeding the map out. Working out what you're up against, see if we can detect the presence of the AWP, bleed out some CT utility, and they have a plethora of options available to them. If confirmed lower B is clear, going to be making their way towards a mid to be split, or towards A. We might see there's waterfall smoke. So that's the CT spawn smoke deployed. See if it can be body blocked. Absolutely not. Krabeni, though, will be trying to play in front of it.
Yeah, flashed in as well from the B-bomb side. That's a very neat way to try and pick up a kill. That was close to working.
That's a lot of information. You've kind of garnered that they're not going to be making their way towards mid to B, at least not yet. Up towards short we go. Symmetry playing towards that car position. Demons confirm the long is clear, so he might be able to peel off and back up this A attack that is coming in momentarily. 4 players up towards short and a late lurk coming in as well. Missed AWP shot enables them some action in towards the A site.
Yeah, the fact that he misses that shot gives them at least an opportunity to get the bomb planted here. A lot of utility on the site itself, but they're going to lose Onyx before they really even get the bomb down here. Failed spray from Demon. That's definitely not what we'd like to see. Krabani's going to take a kill. Symmetry will fall next, and now they're starting to fight back a little bit. Jukes has shown up, and he's trying to get that transfer onto Head Trick, but they just don't control the bomb side. I think, unfortunately, it starts with Demon not getting that spray.
I think Demon panics a little bit there. I think the comms get a little bit flustered because, as you saw, there was 4 seconds remaining when they actually went to go plant the bomb there. So they're rushing to plant the bomb. And at that stage, you're thinking, all right, maybe I can deny it. Maybe I can actually save the round right here and now. He does a little bit too much. He doesn't wait for his teammates there. And, yeah, it gets a bit messy. But this is a beautiful little sequence from Head Trick. Manages to get himself a couple of kills there from up top. Closes things out as well, and now the money really is broken. And it's the AWP of Lanx that's going to be taken down to 25 HP to kick things off here. We go 2-2 in a circle, posting a couple of rounds of road. That does look like a missed smoke. I don't think that will have, yeah, it's going to have a gap at the top. Normally you say, like, okay, it still is serviceable. That one is not. Thing is, though, against an eco, shouldn't be punished too much, and yeah, they're going to be smoking Xbox instead.
I like that. Yeah, better safe than sorry. But you're right, it does matter. And I feel like every team in the world now has figured out how to throw that smoke.
I mean, you'd be surprised. Some of the teams, especially at Rotterdam, we are seeing a lot of missed utility.
I mean, I feel like it's not that hard. Maybe
I mean, I'm not going to comment on that. Like,
you're not going to comment on that.
It's just like, I think under the pressure and when you've got your mind set on a million different things in the round, like the pixel perfect lineups can sometimes elude you. Let's have a look, though. What have we got? The AWP. Longs will have to step up here. But no one's home on the A-bomb side. Should be pretty easy for Inner Circle to find their 3rd round here. Nothing too flashy required. Going to be smoking off towards the avant-garde positions. Molotov towards the ramp. As we mentioned, no one's home. And for now, bomb planted. And job done. The operation now for FUT Esports is to save the AWP, and that's exactly what they'll go for. Might want to put it in the hands of someone with a bit more health, I suppose, but he's got the Kevlar. I guess that's their idea. There's the first kill for Lonks. Nice shots, and that confirms they are saving at least.
They don't know it, but they could probably go and pick up that AK from ZeroFix. I think Demon, yeah, he's thinking about it now. Hetrick sort of softly trying to hold on to it, but yeah, he's going to slip past, so that's pretty nice. Get to steal an AK over to the other side. Why not? Dowie here fighting to try and keep them away, but not that they could defuse the bomb, obviously, but it would have been cool if they could have got another kill. Just don't lose the AK. They will. That seems like a needless loss. I feel like they could have held on to it. Obviously, they were trying to look for exits. They were trying to make it more expensive. I get that part of it, but I feel like an AK AWP into the next round would be a pretty good platform to build something off there for FUT. Still, Inner Circle, can't really complain. They look very fresh here, and if you're the underdog team, I mean, this is how you want to get into some of those early games. Just, you know, no long break, no getting down like 5-6 rounds here. They pick up the rifles and they're good to go. I really like that.
How much do you like him?
A lot, I would say.
Okay.
It's like a solid 6 out of 10 for me, Henry.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased right now because I thought there's a good chance here this would be a very one-sided game for FUT. So if we can avoid that and actually see Inner Circle show up with some firepower, I think it makes it all the more entertaining, and they are. So credit to them.
I didn't think they stood a chance today. I haven't watched a ton of Inner Circle games. I'll be honest with you. I watched a lot of FUTs. I know Inner Circle have got some handy players, but FUTs, we haven't seen them play since Pro League. Bear that in mind. That was a couple of weeks ago now.
True, yeah.
So maybe just a bit of ring rust here.
Could be.
But early days. It's absolutely fine. This is the pick of Inner Circle as well.
Got to imagine as well that FUT have spent more of their resources looking at other teams in the bracket. Not that they've completely overlooked Inner Circle. They've played them before, obviously. But if you have limited resources to try and counter strat and prepare for teams, there are other teams in the tournament that you're going to be more focused on, and that could be a real vulnerability. You never know. Whereas Inner Circle, I've no doubt they have a really good read on what's happening at the moment. You can kind of tell. Onyx, he's 1 kill away from winning the round. That's how crazy this gets. Jukes, bit of an off position, can be hard to read, but they've already found Lonks, and he's only good for the one. ZeroFix, it's a very good refrag coming in. Dowie's going to take down Krabani in the middle, and even with that kill from Cemetery, the bomb should be planted here at the side any second.
Don't think there's much they can do. Demon couldn't be more far removed if he tried. He's going to be all the way down towards long, bomb planted towards B. He can make his way towards T-spawn, I suppose. If he finds some sort of a kill from T-spawn towards the tunnels, there's something to be said about it, but I don't think they go for this. Saving the AWP has to be the main objective. And again, that's what they'll do. Inner Circle, after losing the pistol, being down 0-2, post 4 rounds in a row.
That's a cool read, though. The double setup they had there at the B bomb side, the position that Jukes is playing, and whoever it was coming in, Lonks, I think, from the middle, they're waiting. They're expecting utility before they know. Like, they need a flashbang, they need a lurk smoke, they need something to alert them that someone is coming up, and instead they have the fight with no warning. I think that's a really good read from Inner Circle to not give any warning, not give any notice that anything is happening. I kind of enjoyed that. So it's going to be another round. 4 in a row right now after losing the pistol.
You must be really liking this now.
I don't think I am, because I'm the big FUT supporter at the moment.
You are. You have got a FUT fetish, that's for sure. We all know that.
I love them. I think they're great, but but not working out the way that I expect.
But this is nice momentum. All jokes aside, 4 in a row. Inner Circle, definitely the underdogs here. New boy Hetrick coming into the roster. We weren't sure what his career had left after leaving Bates. Wasn't sure whether he was going to bounce back, but he's looking good. Got the AWP now, and no early damage on the cross. And it's going to be an MP5 in the hands of Lonks as well. A weapon is getting more and more popular as time goes on. Yeah, let's have a look whether they can make a bit of a dent here. It's going to be 5-7s, Deagles, saved AWP, Cemetery rocking that one. Looking to send a few of them to the grave.
I don't know if it's fair, but almost in a sort of indirect way, Hetrick looks even better because Bait looked worse since he's left as a team. So, maybe there's something there.
Well, they'll be at the tournament as well. We'll see what happens.
Get a chance to see if Sissy can prove himself even further.
I mean, I was told he was the next big thing.
Yeah.
I haven't been super impressed so far. He's only, what, 16 years old?
That's true.
Give him some time to cook. But I've heard so much about him and how great he is.
Okay. Well, that happens sometimes, and sometimes it's, you know, it doesn't really come to pass, and sometimes it's just a bit early. But yeah, I've heard some rumors as well, and I agree with you.
I bet you have.
Impressed. Yeah, I try. I love the gossip. You know that. That's what I'm all about.
This is another comprehensive victory in a circle. I just don't see a world back into this. Once again, I think I've said it 3 or 4 times now. Save the AWP if you're on the FUT side. And this one's starting to spiral somewhat. The rounds have been very clean. The money's going to be swelling here. We've got $10,000 on Captain Kurt Cup already. So he's going to be up to like $14,000 after this one, Anders. They will not have to eco the rest of this half. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, speaks to how inefficient FUT have been in trying to just, you know, do any kind of damage at the moment. They just haven't been able to really get the kills on board. A bit of a shame, really. You could see, I think Lorx was 6 kills pretty early on. Krabani's at 5, and that's about it. The rest of them haven't really been contributing all that much. So in a circle, we'll pick up another round here. It is starting to look very impressive, and they look pretty chilled out as well. Like, everything about this T side right now has been fantastic. All the calls have been good, and it's been a great amount of variation as well.
Well, it's nice to see Dust 2 to open things up. It's a map everyone plays in a very familiar way. It's not too deep in the playbook. Everyone's running the same defaults, executions, mid to Bs, A plays, B pops, long control if you get the spawns as well. So it's nice to see if you're feeling warmed up and you feel like you can take the game to them with your individuals, it's a great place to have as your home map. And so far, so good after losing the first couple of rounds. They've got 5 in a row here. Like I said, comprehensive victories as well. They haven't really had to break a sweat, making their way towards that A bomb side time and time again, but still very early days, can still lose the half here. FUT now will take the tactical timeout and have the AWP in the hands of Cemetery once again. Finances recovering, but still not fantastic. We are going to see now round number 8 and whether they can bounce back themselves.
Yeah, this is the map.
Oh, they're changing things up, Anders. We might be going for something very fast here. We call it double door smoke here. Another smoke being set up, I assume, for a mid to B from outside the tunnels. But we'll see what he wants to throw it. That's actually an Xbox smoke, I believe.
Okay, so they're doing that behind the door smoke. It did fail again. It didn't actually land on the door.
But it was still fine. The idea of that is, even with the smoke gets blown open by the HE, the Xbox smoke protects you.
Okay.
So you're trying to take away, but they can't get any intel. So you're suggesting it's going to be up towards short, where they can't get the intel, they can't blow it open. And now you go in towards B-pop with all 5 players. So it's a fake in a way with just 2 smoke. Let's see if it works out.
Jukes is back here. He's got Lorx in front of him as well. The flashes are overpowering, though, and Jukes is alive in a way, but he's kind of nullified in this position. As soon as he pops up, yeah, they're going to shut him down. You could see that happening from a mile away. They don't even really care. They knew that he was back there. It's not a big deal to them. They're clearing the rest of the bomb site. They find Lorx. They don't worry about Jukes in the back at all. That's great focus from Inner Circle. They could have panicked. They could have sat shooting through the smoke, and, you know, they could have taken all of their attention, but it really wasn't the case. They kind of knew what they were doing. Everything is working according to plan right now for Inner Circle. It's quite beautiful, actually.
A beautiful thing. And as I mentioned, we'll just break down that strategy once again. The whole basis of it, the foundations are based on those 2 smokes.
Yeah.
So 1 smoke towards the double doors, 1 at Xbox. The meta right now is the AWP will stand towards a truck and towards middle, pop open the smoke with multiple HEs and get the information whether teams are crossing towards shore. You put that second smoke down, he doesn't get that information. So you can't say for sure they're not towards shore.
Okay.
So you can hope that there'll be only 2 players in towards a bomb site. Ideally 1 with the AWP outside, spamming that smoke, hoping for the best there. So very simple, but overall very effective. He sent all 5 players in toward that B bomb, so we talked about the B pops.
Yeah.
It works out very nicely. They hit their shots. They don't panic, as you mentioned. And there we go, 6-2. Great work from Inner Circle.
And I suppose, because I think in this round, FUT had 3 people on short, so when they hear the smokes going down, they must be, you know, just chomping at the bit. They must be thinking, this is awesome.
And we've had a lot of focus towards that A bomb site as well. So yeah, this is looking very impressive. We have the long corner smoke here. One you kind of want to be throwing every single round. Hits the CTs on high alert, means they have to dump their util. They're not sure what's going on the map. And Cemetery, he's hungry for information now. They've had enough of being pulled around the map, getting dunked on. 6 in a row here for Inner Circle. And for now, we have got 4 players outside long, so changing things up. We talked about that smoke being popped open towards the double doors. It's just dissipating now. This is brave from Inner Circle, challenging with the rifles here.
6 in a row. It is their map pick, right?
Yeah.
But still, I would expect for FUT to do more work than this. It's not a map they don't play. I think they've got like 14 maps played in the last 3 months on this one, FUT, so surely they could do more than this. 2 rounds on the CT side after winning the pistol. I mean, that's There's nothing really to write home about here.
2 smokes going to be delivered towards the A side of the map. Looks like they'll be going down towards short here. Interesting to see how they'll use them. Whether this is another fake. They've been using a lot of smokes to veil their final moves. So yeah, it's going to be a CT spawn smoke, across smoke as well. Allows you to go mid to B if you want to at the same time. But it's going to be the A split from long. And these opening kills, the flashbang is just perfection from Headtrick. And look how much pressure Symmetry's under now. He knows he can't hold the A ramp. Yeah. He has to choose where he's going to fight from. Backup coming through from CT spawn. The jump up works out for Krabeni. And now the orb's coming to life. Finally, a man advantage for FUT.
They needed something like this to see if he could hold on for one more kill. There's another player behind him. They do finally take down the orb, and you're right, it is a 1 versus 1. Dukes momentarily grenaded out of that position. He's actually going to run through. He wanted to fight him. He's in front of it. He took a lot of damage for it, but he was not ready. He didn't realize Zero Fix. I think he could have made it across. That's a very winnable 1v1 there for Zero Fix, but Duke's in position. He tanked a lot of that Molotov to try and be in front of it.
Interesting utility here. This is quite off meta. We talked about every team running the same sort of executions and plays. Right now, the meta is get up your team towards short, get to those stairs, and then you're doing the waterfall smokes from the stair position. It takes quite a long time to set up, and everyone's a bit clunky, and you get naded when you're in position like that. Throwing those short smokes from those positions, I mean, you're not getting absolutely nuked from the A bomb side, but the HE grenades flying through, and it means you can pound. As soon as those smokes pop, everyone's ready to run around the corner and actually be in position to jump down and cause all the chaos there. They have the 8 split as well, so the players that are going out towards long, they're setting up the util for the players at short. Really nice A split, but well handled from FUT.
Yeah.
So I just want to commend Inner Circle for some unique strategies here, but overall, FUT's handling it well with the reaction.
It's really good timing as well, isn't it? Pushing long after they set down those short smokes, because presumably that's when any long player would want either to peek like Demon did, or maybe just throw down a grenade so you could catch someone with a nade in hand as well. Yeah, this is just very smooth Counter-Strike. They probably should have won the last round.
So that smoke door we put down was actually designed to extinguish that incendiary, and now Demon, hearing those ticks, knows he's out of there. The grenade to allow him to get in towards the double doors here as well, so they can alleviate some pressure towards long. They can leave him parked up there. A potential backstab, but the thing is, you think it's a good play, but every team is waiting for that maneuver. The long push late into the round, this one exactly, you're considering it. You're thinking you found a timing, but everyone's always watching it. Like, it's one of those plays that doesn't normally work out unless you get a lot of good information. We'll see whether he has the balls to go for it. Still a 5-on-5 for now as they set themselves up for a B split, and as you can see, we have one player towards the tunnels, and they're going to go for the contact play. So this will be a late smoke, then pop in towards B as soon as they get that contact.
There's 3 people at the B bomb side. If they can't hold this, what a devastating affair for FUT, because it doesn't get much better than this for the B defense, right? You're never going to have more than 3 here. So this should be one where they could hold on. They've got the smoke ready. They're going to pop it maybe a bit early. Don't hate it, but it does mean that at least Inner Circle are going to have some warning that there is a bit of a defense going on here. Not seeing anyone. Here comes Demon. He finally did decide to see if he could push up behind, and actually they're going to come get him. They still have 25 seconds. If they hunt him down, they could change their minds and go back to the A-bomb site. Might not be too late. What a shot from Headtrick. He's taken down Demon, and now the hunt is on. Oh, they were too early on the push. It was a great idea. You could see how it was lined up for him, but because he doesn't get the kill, they hunt him down, and now the bomb is planted at the A site instead.
Again, fundamentally sound here from Inner Circle.
Yeah.
Unique variations of the old classics, and it's looking quite overwhelming right now for FUT. Their individuals aren't shining as brightly as we're used to seeing. They're going for this retake because they desperately need rounds, but what a flashbang that is. I was about to say, it guarantees at least 1 kill. If anything, though, opens up the door of opportunity until it's slammed in their face. Captain Kuka with a massive spray down towards short. And once again, very comfortable, very easy for Inner Circle here, getting their opening kills, getting their bomb planted. And like I said, you'd normally save in that scenario, but FUT are desperate for rounds. Ravenous at this point, as they needed to go for it, even with the man deficit, but completely destroyed here.
That's such a wild kill. The ending here is obviously very impressive, but honestly, I don't even want to call it mid-round calling. That was late-round calling coming in from the Inner Circle side. They realized B doors were smoked off. Demon was shooting him in the back, but failing, and they make a very, very quick call. There's about 25 seconds where they're hunting Demon at top mid, and then they go back to the A-bomb side. What a crazy read.
Okay, you have got to stop missing this smoke now.
Okay.
That is a problem.
You've lost patience.
Yeah, like I can handle it a couple of times, but yeah, now it's almost every single round. Like at this level, especially if you're up against a team like FUT, who are like 12th in the world right now, off the back of a semi-final run at EPL.
Yeah.
You can't be missing that smoke. It's not going to cost you too much against these pistols. I'm aware of that. I'm just saying. We've seen it now 2 or 3 times.
I've noticed, because I know you for a while, Henry, you've been working on your positivity. You've been trying to be more like Moses.
Moses and Richard.
Yes.
Richard's now more Zen.
Okay.
Moses always has been. Yeah,
Yes.
I'd be like Moses is my
like
motto of the
Moses.
year. But yeah.
But the teams are getting to you. I've noticed as well. Sometimes.
If you keep missing that same smoke, it's just like, what are we doing, lads? Like,
yeah.
That's one of the bread and butters. But either way, like I said, no harm, no foul. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
They're still going to win the round, presumably. It is a 5-4 against them.
Yeah. Okay, well, I think it's fair. I appreciate you pointing it out. Jukes is going to get a kill there. Krabani down in the pit with the Deagles. Not necessarily a bad position. See if he can land a good headshot here. It's very accurate.
That will do nicely.
Yeah, Dowie is one of those players to watch for in a circle. There's just no question about it. If you're new to the team, then him and Hetrick, definitely something to look for. You can see the follow-up there.
Dude.
Really good, isn't it? Zero Fix, he's been playing out of his mind in this game so far.
Same deal, bro.
That's the best
It ain't worth it, bro.
Never going to work out, is it, with that health?
Oh, now they know where you are. We've already talked about the money being so strong. There's 2 rounds left. Like, what are you hoping for? Take an AK away? Just get out of there. Now, like, he might be fine, but like, with 6 HP, you should have just been hiding it from the very get-go. Either way, nice recovery there. It was looking quite scary. I think that was a 5-on-3 at one moment there, but Dowie will manage to get 3 kills, the hat trick, and 8 rounds on the board. Round number 12. He does save the AWP, so it's literally the final round next. I don't know what he was hoping for. That he's just playing for stats at that point. I don't know what the idea was with 6 HP on the AWP, but again, Anders, no harm, no foul. It all started with a cemetery scout kill in towards up. Jugs managing to get something done there, but the AK mowing them down. We go 8-3, ladies and gentlemen.
Double AWP, triple AWP in fact, Henry. 3 of them on the T side.
They'll have AKs and spawn to go with them, but yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a bit of an old school approach. There's the AK
could have been
Onyx to open things up.
Oh, there's no way. It could have been auto snipers. I just want to point that out.
No one has them equipped. That's a problem. Like, I feel like the loadout system just hasn't worked in CS2.
No.
We should just allow you to buy every gun that's available. Like, I don't see, like, if you want every gun to be viable, let us buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe make the loadout system so you have another magazine for the one, like your priority gun.
Oh, okay. Now, Anders, that's maybe the smartest thing you've ever said. Honestly.
It had to happen at some point.
Yeah. I actually don't think that's the worst idea. There we go.
Well, then.
Well, it is going to be another opening kill. FUT have not turned up to play. 1 foot in the grave, if you don't mind me saying.
I like that, Henry, a lot. I mean, I don't, because I've been really championing this team, but they're letting me down in a big way. I'm trying to stay positive myself.
I mean, it's first game of the tournament, right? As we said, they have not played a single official since EPL. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. And Mirage is next, and they can't lose Mirage. It's
but
not
the thing
possible.
is, they beat Mouse on Dust 2.
Yeah.
FUT, that is, which is like, they were looking like amazing. Like, whether it's a bit of fatigue, they were on the road for a while, and then they took a bit of a break. I'm guessing that's what we're looking at right now. Let's see whether they can pick up this last round, but it ain't looking good, I can tell you that much. This is flat. They won the pistol. They were 0-2 up, and it's going to be a 9-3 finish. You got 1 single gun round under their belts. And that was like the scramble. Like, that's when we were talking about that really nice A split that was coming in, and they just about held on. That's the only round they got. I say that, maybe I spoke too soon, which has been known to happen.
Yeah, but that's a crazy kill. Jukes just randomly spraying for the smoke. He's going to get another headshot here. Just don't fight him. Onyx is not even walking. He will. Don't think it's necessary, but they will pick it up there. What a first half for Inner Circle. That's really impressive stuff. And, you know, FUT weren't even in the Presso tier list. They
were in like the kind of dark horses or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think so. Like, and rightly so. This is not the team we're used to seeing. There was nothing exciting to really report there at all. They won the pistol. Okay, the flashbang on the pistol they had. That was excellent.
Nice.
You remember that?
We'll always have the flashbang.
The flashbang towards short, the swing out, 4 kills found. That was beautiful. Since then, it's been pretty ugly. And even with Inner Circle missing the majority of their smokes towards the double doors.
Didn't even matter.
Didn't even matter. I think they had a really nice game plan. Like I said, unique approach to the standard meta. Although it was very similar, the way they're throwing their grenades and the way it affects the timings to allow the A splits to happen, and it's not so clunky up towards short. You're not waiting for one guy to throw 2 smokes. That was really cool. Nice shot there. I think that's what made this so difficult to play against them. Like, that it was off meta, and it meant the timings were a bit different than what they used to. Yeah. And individually, they were looking very strong. They fended off almost every single retake. They were down 0-2, and one scrappy gun round that we managed to see FUT win. They go onto the T side now. They can still win this game, bear in mind. They're a much better team. We know that. But not a great start. They're going to need the pistol here. And we'll have a look at the util from this lovely new HUD. 2 smokes and 3 flashes. That makes my job so much easier. Normally I have to like kind of do the mental math on the fly while talking. That makes it much easier.
Yeah, it's a really nice quality of life update.
Absolutely.
Smoke up on the Xbox, but they're already in front of it. They know everything. So yeah, they're going to hear the grenades out long. They're going to hear the smoke for the cross, or see it as well from CT spawn. So yeah, the whole strategy is revealed here from the T side. Question is, how will Inner Circle adjust to this? They don't have the kit at the moment, or at all, in this round. They got a flashbang and a smoke left, trying to see if they can win this fight. They will. Krabani goes down. Cemetery, where are the headshots? They're not coming through.
Oh
dear. They're losing players just as the bomb has been planted here. And now Dowie looking to see if he can do a little bit more damage. Launch dancing for his life, but Jukes, he's in trouble. Gonna get shot at the back as well. They're low on health, but it's not gonna make a difference. Dowie will come up with a couple of great kills in this one, and they just keeps going. A double kill for him. And this time, Inner Circle, the one to win the pistol round. Just making it even worse here.
Even worse than it already was. Double digits in the first round of the second half. That feels great. The bomb was planted, though. We will say that. And we know what Krabeni can do with the Scout in the second round of Dust 2. I've seen it with my own eyes, Anders.
Okay.
He had one of the absolute best plays of the year at EPL.
Yeah, I remember.
With the Scout, he got the ace, all headshots.
I feel like since that one, I saw more Scouts being purchased. It was like it inspired people.
He's the in-game leader as well. There's something, we've talked about this before, something about in-game leaders and Scouts in Dust 2. I don't think anyone will make that sort of play ever again. I think that was like one of the most ridiculous Scout plays we've ever had in the history of Counter-Strike. And I don't think I'm being hyperbolic when I say that. That was a play that will never be replicated. But if Krabeni can step up here, okay, forget all that. I was trying to spin a narrative to kind of get us going.
You almost had a double headshot though.
I know, but it just got shut down pretty quickly. So forget all that.
Well,
should be 11 rounds.
I appreciate that you try, Henry. Shows you care.
I do care. I care a lot.
Very nice. Well, here's something for all the carers out there. Mirage, the second map. I would bet everything I own, Henry. It's not a lot, but I would bet it.
Kids as well?
Kids as well. Yes, kids on the line. FUT are going to win that second map.
Okay.
But you know why that's interesting? It's because in Ancients, the deciding map, and they're both very good on it. They like that could be a very, very close game. It should be.
Yeah. So I hope so. This has been
for the kids'
bit of a
sake.
stinker.
Yeah, I hope so as well.
Do it for the kids. Somebody think about the children right now. 2-0 on the second half and 11-3 overall. Inner Circle, the surprise package. They just wanted more. The FUT looked too flat.
I think that's
flat
100%.
feet.
Yeah,
I couldn't help myself. Sorry, there it is.
I like it. Keep working on it.
Yeah.
Very good. It's very good. Yeah, we're building something, whatever it is. We're not sure yet, but
it's difficult to find the tone in the group stages of a Swiss tournament. We've got so many games. You don't want to use all the gas in the tank too early, Anders.
Well, also because this is such a bizarre tournament with FaZe kind of out there. Like, like there's just so much. No, I enjoy it. I think it's really good. And honestly, I'm just happy Inner Circle are playing as well as they are right now. I think you're absolutely right, though. They want it more. They've shown up with a great level of focus. Their calling on the T side was really impressive. Yeah, it's really awesome.
Well, this is the third round. The fourth spy, as it were. As we didn't see much in the second. You don't get everything you need. The Deagle and a few AKs, but it is going to be FUT on the board here. Only needing 1 kill, and that's absolutely fine. Inner Circle have a huge buffer of rounds.
Yeah.
So not taking the force in the second, buying up what they can in the third, and yeah, in towards A. And I know it's going to sound ridiculous. Look at the scoreline. FUT can still win this game in regulation.
They can.
Inner Circle don't have as much experience. Newer roster. FUT have been on the up and up. Sure, it's a slow start, but you and I know, Anders, we've both been doing this job for over a decade. These sort of comebacks can happen, especially in MR12.
Yeah, absolutely doable. And they've got their, what I consider to be, you know, one of the superstars at the moment. Jukes is kind of hitting some shots. He's started to wake up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about him, but I just, there's something about when you it's worth, I think, if you ever wanted to, if everyone wanted to spend some time, download some of his demos and just try and watch a couple of games just from his point of view and see how quick he kills people that are on his screen. It's crazy how fast it is. Like, there are no long fights against Dukes, really, as far as I can tell. Like, either you shoot him in the back or you win a quick headshot, but if it's more than 2 seconds, like, you're going to be dead.
The team also as well, known to be, like, fired up. Yelling, screaming, rallying troops, and we're seeing them quite subdued right now. It is the early morning game. They're a young team. It's currently 10:30 in the morning here.
Yeah, don't want to wake up the neighbors kind of thing? Maybe?
Exactly. So I feel like that might be a contributing factor. This is a nasty wake-up call, as it were, for FUT. You're the absolute favorites going into this one, and now you have an uphill battle to climb as we get into round number 16. They did win the previous, though. We'll have all the advantages here, but it is going to be the AWP for Hetrick. As now, we'll see if they can fend them off on the CT side. See how their smokes go towards the double doors here.
Speaking of AWPs, right, Hetrick is 11-5, but Cemetery is 4-8. And on a map like Dust 2,
oh yeah,
you want to see your AWP do more than that.
Especially on that CT side, yeah.
Can we get an actual smoke this time? Is it possible?
Yes, we absolutely can. That's more like him.
Yeah, makes Henry happy. Starting to lose faith a little bit in those smokes, I could tell in the first half, but they're back. They've got your back this time, Henry.
Yeah, they had them in the first half, not gonna lie.
Well, round number 16. It was a save in the last round. They almost jumped in to catch the grenade there, so that's a bit tricky, but Krabani was hoping that someone was, you know, fiddling around on the other side and maybe could have been run down. Not quite the case. Zero Fix, very dangerous position. He does make it out alive. They're going to set up that smoke for the split, although it won't actually be a B split, but you might as well throw it. Could catch them.
You say that, Anders. We have got Jukes in towards upper. The thing is, Onyx not feeling comfortable. He's trying to explore his options here. This kill, spots the leg, should be an easy one here for Jukes, and actually converts it very nicely indeed.
Wow.
So here comes that mid to B split with the opener, but there's still 2 more players residing in the B bomb site. They might overcook this one. Hetrick gets one through the smoke. If Zero can actually find one here quickly, they really are onto something, but well handled. It's down to Hetrick now to try and find another through the smoke, which he does, but that should be round. The CT is too far removed from the equation. We are going to see a 3-on-2, but yeah, you can't really justify going for this. We're going to see players head towards T-spawn, look for exits, but the round is over, and it will be FUT continue with their winning ways here in the second half.
Definitely caught me off guard. When they threw the first smoke to CT spawn there for the split, they had the bomb out long, or in the long doors, basically. So it looked like, but maybe the kill for Jukes in the upper dark kind of made them change their minds. Either way,
absolutely.
It worked out really well.
It certainly did. That was what it was all about. And yeah, 4 players then through the mid doors. Quite clean, getting warmed up now. Starting to hit some nice shots. And we will see the 5th on the board. The problem is, though, they're not clearing the board each and every time. Like, players are surviving. This should be a tactical timeout at this point for Inner Circle, I would say, considering you save the AWP and you've got yourself a rifle as well. Money's in a weird spot, and you can feel the momentum building. You want to take that momentum away now. So it doesn't look like the coach wants to get involved, though. Quite happy to go on with this one, and we'll see whether they can maybe find that map point, alleviate that pressure early on here. So it's the MP9 again. M4s, they do not take the tactical timeout, and we'll see if Hetrick can step up. Early smoke this time down towards the double doors. Waiting to see if it's popped open. Suggests that we'll be going fast up towards shore here. Duke certainly seems to think so. Gets himself a lot of space, joined by Demon.
I think, so they heard that in the middle, right? Onyx is there. He heard the footsteps. That's, I think, why they've got the grenades ready to go. There might not be much of a warning here. They might just try and peek this raw with the AKs, but there is a nade waiting for them. Here come the early nades flying over. It's just flashbangs. Yeah, they're running out. Smoke is finally set up there, but they're already all on the catwalk. And in a pretty big group, you got to be careful that more explosives aren't going to land on them. Here comes Onyx, run and gun with the MP9, but only the 1 kill. How sick would that have been if he could have got the multi-spray down? A little bit of chaos here. Dowie, he's hitting 1 through the smoke. They'll take down Jukes, but still, a 3 versus 3. Dowie showing up ahead, just raining in. He's so deadly accurate. Gets another one. A ridiculous quad kill.
Well, that's what they needed, Anders. Someone to step up and, like I said, alleviate that pressure now. Finding map points so early on puts you in such a comfortable position. Now you just need 1 more here. Dual map pick, and Dowie saving the day. 4 HP, Anders. when he starts his sequence. Look how clean it is as well. They can't get close to him. Beautiful work. 4 kills in total. Saves the day. And now it's the financial pressure on towards FUT. A couple of Deagles to work with here. They have got the AWP in the hands of Cemetery, a couple of AKs as well. So going down towards the double doors momentarily. But this should be where you close things out. This should be like Rocky 3. You know what I mean? The knockout punch, the haymaker is what we're looking for.
I'm so glad they did that in the
the way they shut down Blair as well. If you could bring film references in front of Richard, you better be prepared.
What I really love was the distress in Richard's voice.
Yeah.
trying to
Nothing like Rocky. No, that was the highlight of the day so far. Keep that coming.
Oh, more of that, please. What a treasure blaze. We've got the 18th round. Zero fix in the middle. Cemetery will take him down, and now it's FUT, unfortunately, fighting for their lives here on Dust 2. They need a bunch of rounds to get this one into overtime. It starts pretty well here. Still 2 people on the B side, which again, when you already got a kill in the middle here, you might assume it's just going to be the one player. It doesn't matter when they're getting entries like that. Now they know Onyx is back here, trying to dodge the flashbangs. Pretty good headshot, to be honest.
Oh, we always said, and it's the hardest round in the world to pick up. Number 13, 12-6. The devil on your shoulder already whispering in your ear, what if you lose this game? What if we actually end up losing?
Well, especially when you've got some of the inexperienced players here, right? Head trick might be fine, but some of the rest of them, you know, a little bit more shallow when it comes to this LAN experience.
Should be fine. Fanti got 6 opportunities to put this away. I'm not worried for them yet, but yeah, the problem is now their loss bonus, Anders, it's at a lovely 0. So you're going to get $1,400 into this next round. So you're saving the AWP, saving the AK. I said they should have taken a tactical timeout going into these sort of rounds. Now, I would say more than ever. The boys are going to start feeling the pressure. You need your coach to kind of calm everyone down. You've saved the AWP, you've saved an AK. You can still win this next round, but how are you going to do it? Do you invest all the funds? And we'll see whether they want to bring the coach in and discuss the options here. I would say, like, you've got a young team like this, things starting to get a little bit uncomfortable. Finances a bit all over the place. You've got a chance to win this round. Let's see whether they want to do that. But looks like we're going to be going in with the pistols, the AWP and the AK, and they'll be going for it.
It's often one of the things I think we see that is one of the big differences between the tier 1 teams and the ones lower is not doing those timeouts when you really need them and kind of letting the game progress more, and it just falls apart. I think.
And they've gone for quite a detailed setup here as well. The early boost in CT spawn, I like it. And they've got a swing now towards short, trying to set up head trip for maybe some sort of boost in towards lower, but be Molotov'd off. FUT, though, still need to play a perfect round here. Be very careful. Obviously can't afford to give this one up against the pistols. And yeah, here we go. They're starting to come to life now. You started to see that star power shine through. Couple of kills. Head trick still here, the AWP. Gonna try to pull one back, but gets nothing but a bullet right between the eyes there, courtesy of the Demon.
Demon was one of those names that was really ringing out. I think between a lot of people were even wondering who was better, Demon or MongolZ. I think it's pretty obvious now when you look at it. But back when they were all on Na'Vi Junior, that was a real conversation people were having. So
to think now, MongolZ is like, in my opinion, like the most skilled player on Na'Vi.
Yeah.
Most consistent, top fragging all the time. Imagine if he was still in this squad as well, like the power they would have and like the experience and synergy.
Yeah. In a way, it's
been very good for them as well. Like I think he's the backbone in terms of like the experience and kind of like keeping everyone under control. But like just the thought of like having that sort of like the funding and resources now and that synergy, I feel like that would be such a scary prospect for this squad. But they've still done amazingly well without MongolZ.
They have. I think Lorx has been a really good pickup. I'm glad to see him back. All right, they will hunt it down at the end. You mentioned the boost there in CT spawn. I feel like there's like a real history of meta going on because when it was really popular, people started throwing Molotovs all the time.
It was pre-fired Molotov,
But I guess people don't do that as much anymore.
Exactly, and that's how meta works. It's cyclical. So you get to the point where it becomes nullified as a position. People stop running it. People stop checking it. You start bringing it in when people kind of stop Molotoving it, thinking it's a waste of resource now. No one's playing that position. That's when it becomes interesting again. There's many different examples over the years of CS, that sort of play. But yeah, it was just one of those rounds. Like I said, in my opinion, you take the tactical timeout there and you've got enough to win the round, close out the game. You've got the AWP. You had the AK as well. They didn't invest much into it. It does allow them now to invest into this following round where we did take a bit of a timeout now, and we will see, again, concessions to be made. Captain Kurtka, I'm struggling that one. Captain Kurtka with the MP9, M4s in the AWP. Still a chance to finish off the job now, but as we said, round number 13, the hardest one to get. Already feels like it's getting uncomfortable out there, trying to make all the moves. The gimmick plays at the start. We've got head trick boosted up towards short, but there's many flashes that have been designed to shut down this sort of play from lower B.
Yeah, so much you'd be shocked if they peek it without the flashbang. Yeah, you don't see that a lot. You could have flashed it from top mid as well. You're right.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of ways to do it. To see a team not do it at this level would be a bit shocking, but we're all clear for now, at least. Answering back with an incendiary as well, trading out with a Molotov. It's a pretty good way to nullify the Molotov to make sure that the Seas really don't get the map control that they want, which means if they want to go and take it now, they have to use even more utility. Smoke up for the CT split there. It is body blocked from Zerofix, and they use another bit of counter utility. Look at how efficient Inner Circle are being right now in nullifying some of this T side utility. But Jukes, is he running? He just ran through the smoke shooting his AK. What a disgusting way to win a round. I actually would love to see that from Duke's point of view. That's just so ridiculous.
Foot it back. They're looking very comfortable now.
Shoes on the other foot now.
Exactly. Doesn't feel good when you've got the foot on your throat.
Nice. Nice. We should make a little list at the end of it.
Yeah, that's a very clean victory. And bear in mind, it was FUT that lost a pistol here in the second half as well. So they were down to essentially map points. Felt like it was done, felt like it was over, but it's been very impressive. They're trying to clear the board now, trying to take everyone down with them, fighting for their life. The captain will be over there towards the double doors. FUT 4 away from overtime. We said it was very possible. We said there was a chance.
Yeah.
And now it's looking quite good.
And the pressure is mounting, still missing the tactical timeouts.
Yeah.
The relief from the coach, where is it?
I mean, they were what? They were 12-3 down at us.
Look at this, yeah. Oh, what a kill from Dukes. 12-3.
Yep.
That's, yeah, it's worse than I even remembered. I felt like they had more, but that's looking grim at the moment, isn't it?
It was maybe it was 12-5, my bad. Still pretty bad.
Still pretty bad.
Still pretty bad.
Onik, he's been playing very well. He's got 15 kills, head trick 14, Dowie there at 13. Like, it's a very nice trio of players they have leading the board for Inner Circle. And even this round is quite winnable. They've stolen the AK, they got to save the AWP and the M4. Could definitely do some damage. Again, they're trying for the catwalk position here. But once again, the utility coming in from the FUT side of things is kind of shutting it down, pushing them back.
All right, FUT. Can he keep the streak alive against the pistols? Sometimes these are the rounds are the ones that elude you, but it's going to be an opening kill from Cemetery. Finds head trick towards middle. A 5-on-4 here. Still 2 rifles remain. Dowie and the captain will be trying to hold on to them or potentially win the round here. 50 seconds remaining. Time is of the essence. They'll be making their way towards long. They have spotted rotations there. You can see Motormouth, Krabeni calming that. Maybe they've got a bit more information here. Do they still want to continue towards A now they've seen those rotations from the B-bomb side?
Certainly are. Oh, they walk around the corner. There's no real warning here. Dowie, he's been very good with the headshots, but that was asking a lot. He peeks into Cemetery's AWP, who's finally started to come online a little bit more. He's up to 8 kills now. It's still pretty far away from what I'd love to see. But as long as they can get him warmed up, it's going to be fine. Another save, Henry, and now up to 9 on that T side.
Bomb has been planted.
Krabeni can smell blood in the water. Knows someone's around here. Going to be Onik by the Xbox. Should be found out here. Overlooked potentially? No. Well played.
Love to see it. Would still love to just to get this AWP out of the way. You pointed out they've been allowed to save quite a bit on the Inner Circle side. So maybe if you can take this away, it would make the overtime far more likely.
So, going to the next round, $2,900 per player. They've got around 2K right now. I don't think he holds onto this AWP. Unless he hits this shot and makes his way towards T-spawn. Not going to happen. Or, let me check for you. Is it going to be possible? You could bring out a glass cannon AWP averaging $5,000 per player.
Okay.
So, whether they do it, yet to be seen. Not going to happen. Things getting a bit uncomfortable, Anders. 12-5 to 12-9. You're the underdog, your map pick. We already discussed that idea. Once you get to 12 and you feel FUT coming to life, getting warmed up, having these very convincing round victories, and you're starting to shrink on the server. Feels like overtime is a likelihood here, but let's have a look. Krebeni, I don't think he'll be missing his smokes as we get into it.
Yeah, it's good work. And the fact that Mirage is the second map. Never seen FUT lose on Mirage.
Okay.
Close my eyes every time they get close. A little trick for you guys at home.
Let's see if they can keep it going. It's been an impressive comeback. They have known to have great tenacity. The problem is with FUT, they're the ones that can normally get to 12 rounds and they struggle to close things out. That's a calling card of FUT.
That's true.
They always are looking so good and then they choke the advantageous positions they find themselves in. They're the ones now on the comeback trail. So let's see whether they can pass the test of tenacity.
Classically overlooked position, this one, isn't it?
It really is. One of the most overlooked. Let's have a look whether they'll be double checking it. Crisscross smokes towards middle. A split looking likely with a mid lurk coming through.
Yeah.
Captain Kurtka, can you shut them down? It is going to be overlooked. It should be only good for one here. Gets a dink. That will be actually quite handy going forward.
Yeah, they'll take it for sure. But they did walk through the cross smokes in the middle, like you said. They've actually been pushing. This is sort of a team spirit strategy that they're running at the moment. Duke's walking in where normally Chopper would back in the day. He does open it up, but it's only the one kill, and I think they needed a double to really make this work. This could be it for Inner Circle. Grenade on the Demon. He was low from earlier. And now Cemetery and Krabani 2 versus 3 here, looking very rough at the moment to try and get onto the site.
Hang on.
16 seconds left. Can he really get the headshot against Dowie? He's picked up the AWP. He's running forward. He's legged him as well. And there's the headshot to bring it home. Inner Circle, they dodge the overtime and they get it on that first map.
A case of trench FUT then battling there in the war, but it is going to be Inner Circle running rings around the favourite.
Should we keep a count on all the FUT jokes? Because I think we're up to 6.
Inner Circle, but somehow they managed to find a way to win that first map. Still on map pick, admittedly, but I still think it's pretty impressive. I like what they brought to the table. They look focused, they look ready. The desk were impressed as well, and maybe a bit, lacking for more out of the FUT side. We wanted to see something else happen here, but we're back into it now, Henry. We're getting ready for it. The game is afoot as we circle in on the second map of Mirage. So let's go.
I agree with the analyst, though. It should be an easy victory here for FUT. They got warmed up towards the end there. Slow start, early morning games. We all know it's a young team. Oh, I say that. That's a fantastic sequence to open things up. Beautiful with the USP here. An early 5-on-3, Anders.
That is outrageous. I wish he could have landed another headshot, but he's distracted from everyone. They don't know that Zero Fix is here because they feel like they've already cleared that position. Lawrence is going to go down last. What a great start. The high vibes are coming out now. Inner Circle, they look very strong at the moment.
Oh, they really do.
I hope they can too, for the sake of my kids, Henry. I need them to win this match.
Let's have a look then. This is the opening gambit coming in. Captain Kurtka stepping up. Nice USP shots there. Very accurate, very precise, and very deadly. As he finds himself a couple, the round was done at that point. No bomb planted, and I'm assuming a force buy in the second, knowing FUT, but maybe a slight technical issue. I think I saw the admin kicking around there.
You go so far as to say, Henry, he was very cut with them. Is that?
Maybe you could say that, yeah.
Okay.
There is a world where someone might say that.
All right, we're working, we're cooking up something. Simmering very early in the morning. Yeah, technical issues are solved. Shout out to the admins. Very quick work this time.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the best in the business here. As we will see that force buy come through. It's going to be Tech9's a Deagle and a B Execution, all 5 players on this side of the map. We're talking smokes towards the window, towards the arch, a plethora of flashbangs, and hopefully a plethora of kills for the CT defense. They're looking for 2-0.
That's a crazy grenade. I think there were 3 people ran into that.
Boom.
You see, they're just getting decimated. That was the perfect, drop a grenade and fall away moment. It slows them down. It blows them up. There's just nothing else. That's how grenades work.
That's how they work.
That's how they work.
If you use them effectively.
Don't know why I'm explaining that to you.
But, dude, that doesn't get more convincing than that, does it? That's the force buy, bear in mind. That's worth 2. That's going to be 3-0 now.
Yes. 5 Deagles have come out, though.
That's expensive. You better hope they find a couple of kills. If they get nothing, like, you are limiting yourself. Okay, well, that's a good start. I won't even finish the sentence. They seem to know what they're doing. With those Desert Eagles, quite deadly. So I've been told.
Yeah, they do need...
There's a couple of them.
They do need that, don't they? It's a little bit of damage. That was one of the things that kind of went wrong on Dust 2, is they just did no damage at the start of the game at all.
Like we said, the game was starting at 10 a.m. Young kids, not used to this sort of environment, I suppose. Haven't played since EPL, which was a couple of weeks ago at this point. Ring rust seemed to be the headline of that first map. Inner Circle did well, though, to close it out, though, 12-5 up. Felt a little bit scary towards the end, but they did get the map win under their belts. And the 3-0, I thought it'd be a lock-in. Questioning the Desert Eagle purchase, but it seems to be going swimmingly as we enter a 3-on-3 scenario. The rifle of Captain Kirk trying to defend here, and that's a clean shot. That's what they needed. Bear in mind, there's no Kevlar here. There's no grenades. It comes down to raw firepower. We know FUT have got that in buckets and spades, but Demon, best he can hope for here is a bomb plant, and I think he gets it. Nope, he definitely doesn't. Touchdown with the grenade, 3-0 confirmed. Not too bad losing 2 players there against 5 Deagles. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Interesting first gun round here. If you're the underdog team, I'm the coach, I'm calling something aggressive here.
Okay.
If I'm on the CT side, I want to get stuck in. I want to start bringing the game towards FUT. I want to make sure that they feel uncomfortable. They can't run their defaults. I don't want to respect them. I want to see a bit of aggression here from the CT side. That's what I want to see. Let's see what they want to do.
I'm into that as well. I feel like it's one of the big risks of this map is when the CTs allow the Ts to take over middle and just control everything from there. So maybe they could find a way to put some pressure on. Playing a little bit of a different kind of a setup from what I'm expecting, at least. I think ZeroFix is normally playing that beam short position. It's actually his best position on any map, Henry, on this one, ZeroFix. So we'll see if he's going to be able to do something. But yeah, they're stacking the A-bomb side. It's definitely like a very different. It's obviously because they got, you know, the AWP, I guess, but it's in the A-bomb side.
I think they might be setting up Captain Kirk for the flash push momentarily.
Okay.
It's quiet on the map right now. Orb is posted to Cemetery. Bomb on his back as well. Will be the A finish. Need to be very careful. One flashbang and he's in a lot of trouble with the wide swing.
Yeah, you're not going to be dodging that very easily. Demon getting close now. They're still keeping this 4-man setup. So, like, you know,
really
40
nice
seconds
smoke.
later.
Perfectly timed smoke. You might have to push in front of it here.
Yeah.
Yep, but you will.
Exactly right. That's what they're thinking too. They actually will catch the kill, and Cemetery will take down Head Trick. Cemetery for another kill on Dawi this time. Just looking very good. I'm surprised they get away with it. Forced, like you said, to run through the smoke, and somehow they still get the kill. I guess it's because Captain Kirk was turning around for a flashbang. He thought that was coming, but he just goes down instead. That's pretty shocking. I did not think they were going to be able to break through on that one. They actually walk into the 4-man setup and just blow it open.
Well, there we have it. Comes down to raw skill. We know that FUT have got them beaten in that facet of the game.
Yeah.
No denying that. Pound for pound, you'd have FUT every day of the week. But Inner Circle have presented a very strong game today. Caught FUT napping in the early stages of the best of 3. Won the first map and now winning the first gun round here as well. Pretty convincing. As you mentioned, it was a 4-man stack towards A. I would have liked to see that flash push, Anders. Wanted to see a bit more pressure applied. You kind of gave them a lot of breathing room there. Nice smoke, but as I mentioned, you had no choice but to push through it, and my God, did they ever. Really nice opening kill. The floodgates opened, and it is going to be the first round on the board for FUT, and they are a momentum-based team. Once they get going, they're difficult to shut down. Some weapons saved, though, and we'll get into round number 5.
Encouraging to see Cemetery hit some of those shots. Wasn't the biggest factor on Dust 2, but I will tell you this, Henry, on this map for the CT side, that's his best position AWPing on any map.
Really? So, on any map in the world?
On any map in the world. This is
even CS Office?
Even Office.
Wow.
Doesn't matter what you put him on, this is where he does it. We have all the stats.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we've got that.
So yeah, when it gets to that side, maybe there could be some more for them. They were lacking it a little bit. Haven't heard anyone mention Office in a long time.
I'm a bit of an Office specialist myself.
Okay.
I'm part of the Office community.
Office Global Elites?
Yes.
That was a thing, I remember.
I was asked the people I play with, they used to hate me because I wanted to queue Office in Italy all the time. I had all the set strats, the set nades, everything. Speaking of set nades, Down towards window we go. Going to try and get some basic mid control here. Looks like another B split is on the menu. Got Cemetery patrolling towards a connector. They'll park up a player there. Oh, spotted though by Headtrick. 3 players towards the B apartments with grenades being lined up as well. And what is going on here, lads? No one considered Short as a prospect. And that should be enough to win the round. I don't think anyone else is left in B. Yeah, well, that's definitely going to be it.
That can't be a position for Onyx. That
I don't know what they thought was going on there.
I don't know either. That looks so funny, though. It almost looked like he wanted to play, you know, further in behind the wall, but he just kind of, you know...
Cemetery couldn't believe his luck. He's like, oh, there's actually a guy AFK.
Yeah.
With his back turned to me. So, yeah, the wheels fall off there. That's not a good round. Not a good look at all. Because you haven't got any intel towards Short. You've lost connector. Window has been smoked off, and you're not even thinking about having a defensive position in towards B. Yeah, a bit of an odd one. Doesn't work out there for Inner Circle. Whatever they had in mind has definitely backfired. And it's going to be FUT finding a couple in a row with 5 players surviving. Like we said, going into this one, FUT should be taking Mirage, no problem.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he ended up in that position. If it was just like, if we caught him at the exact wrong moment.
Maybe some bad comms, I suppose, because there's no way, like, you're not in at least a semi-defensive position with a FAMAS in hand, and your back turned towards Shore when you've got no one patrolling you.
He did look a bit paralyzed there. Might have been suffering from Creutzfeldt-Jacobs disease, or as is known, Henry, foot and mouse. Really?
You are the worst, I get it. You've gone too far. Quite funny, I'll give you that. But you've gone too far.
The hardest crowbar you'll see in a long time.
Right. Difficult round here for Inner Circle. Giving up a couple in a row here. They were up 3-0. It was looking great on the pistol. Onyx not trying to get caught with the trousers around the ankles here. A bit more aggressive with the orb behind him as well. Headtrick setting him up. Could be a little inquisitive push now off the back of that orb shot. They don't know he's got that space in towards the B apartment. So if I'm him, I'm pushing the B apartments right now. And I think he is. So this is great information. Yeah, wow. This is actually really good info. That's a nice little setup there. And Headtrick knew he couldn't even get a kill though. Just firing the shot dissuades him from that side of the map. And Onyx can now call for the A stack.
Oh, this is really great information. You said you wanted him to be a bit aggressive on the CT side, and
stepping up here, it's down to Onyx and his backstab. Really messy spray, but we'll take it. He didn't take any damage. It's all good.
He didn't. I was worried for about half a second there, but he did get the spray under control eventually. Dowie not hitting that shot. He was amazing on Dust too, but Krabani is taking him down instead. The bomb is going to be planted, and in spite of that great flank and the fact that they knew that it was going to be an A attack, they really haven't been able to hold on to the bomb side, and it could be a very tricky retake that's coming in here. They've got the kit in play, of course, but Cemetery starting to land some of those shots. They're lobbing grenades at him. Can't get the flick, but I think he did get the damage on the Captain Kirker. I think he actually shot him through the ticket booth there, and they're going to back on out. They don't want to fight this any longer.
Certainly not. And I'm surprised they give that one away. It was looking like such a great understanding of the round was in their remit.
Yes.
They had that upper B push, but no one playing on the bomb side. It was almost like they had a retake set up, allowing them to walk in, and the entry kills have been fantastic for FUT, and they will be finding their third, tying things up. Here we go, 3-3 with 3 players surviving. Same story, though, for Inner Circle. Headtrick will hold on to his AWP. But things starting to spiral. There's the timeout called.
We're missing that on the first map too, but they didn't need it at the end of the day, I suppose, for Inner Circle. They ended up winning it anyway, but yeah, good call for a timeout, I think. That's probably a round you're walking away from if you're Inner Circle. I think we should have won that round. That was, you know, we had it all lined up.
Absolutely. We said we wanted to see a bit more agile play from the CT side. We definitely got that. All the information just didn't really seem to react to the information quickly enough. And FUT, knowing they had lost that part of the map, didn't waste any time, made their way in towards A, and they've been very good on the entries, it has to be said, with those AK-47s. Even when they're outpositioned, outmaneuvered, they're hitting the opening kills. Like we said, pound for pound, they hit much harder than Inner Circle. We all know that.
Yeah, they really should. Dukes has definitely started to wake up. I think Lawrence is playing pretty well, but I think we're missing Demon and Cemetery a lot on the opening map. It's not the case right now. Cemetery is 6-3. T-side AWPing is looking strong for him. Zero fix here, trying to set himself up. It's a cool trick if you can deploy it in time, but very lucky to be alive there. That was Dowie playing that short position. Zerofix is starting to get there as well. Like I said, for Zerofix, that's his best position on any map right now on the CT side. He's doing good work, but hasn't really kicked off yet. He's got 2 kills. Does have the M4 in this round. And bomb is up there. It's a potential to find an opening here. I like the confidence for Dowie to try and take this fight, but obviously it's risky. If he goes down, they're going to lose a lot of this map control in the middle. Ani throws out the Molotov. Knows he's going to get grenaded in return. He's ready to smoke it off, and what an opening. Lonks gets the first. He was ready for the fight even, but they will still be a man up, for a second at least. Captain Kirker will take down Dukes. 3 versus 3, and with 45 seconds, in the middle. That is crazy. That's the IGL landing shots like that.
No, he hits hard. He's up there with some of the best of them. Captain, though, leaves himself in a pretty much impossible scenario. It's going to be FUTs finding themselves yet another round. It's going to be 4 in a row, looking very comfortable at this point. Inner Circle lose absolutely everything there. Loss bonus accumulating, but this is partial buy territory. You can feel this one slipping away after winning that pistol. Haven't really brought much to the table. Krabeni suddenly has. What a lovely 2-piece that is to pick up. See the grenades coming through. We have got quite significant investment, all things considered. Headtrick's got the AWP. Got an MP9 in the mix, an MP7. 5-7, all the 7s, and see whether they can make this one work. Not fully invested, but Headtrick will have to step up. Oh, yeah, there it is. Well done.
You did it yourself, Henry.
Did I?
You baited me.
I did it myself?
Yeah.
Okay. My fault, I suppose.
Yeah, you're going to have to take the L on this one. Onyx, let's see if he can do it here. It's actually, what a long range to win that fight. I actually can't believe that. But yeah, he'll run out of bullets, and eventually the Glock, weirdly enough, from Demon's going to be the one to pick up the kill. They've got the bomb sights, they've got the rifles, they got everything they need right now. Inner Circle, I wouldn't be surprised if they set up for some exit kills with some of these SMGs, which they kind of already are, I suppose. Keep the AWP away, but yeah, if you can really shut them down here, you can have a little bit of a celebration at the end of the round, I think, if you get 4 kills in this one for Inner Circle. But apart from that, it is another round for the T side. Demon, I don't know, I feel like I want more out of him. I've seen Demon last year do better work. I feel like I'm lacking something from him at the moment. That's maybe my only criticism at the moment for this team.
Well, that's another round on the board for FUTs.
Yeah.
Looking quite comfortable here. On the hunt once again. Inner Circle, constantly saving, but bear in mind that was the partial investment, I suppose. We had a couple of interesting moments with the MP7. Felt like there was more available to them, but the main objective there, save the AWP, as we have 5 rounds in a row now for FUTs. That third map looking very likely.
Ancient.
A bit of Ancient. What more could you want? Dust 2, Mirage, and Ancient.
All the
Brawlers
maps.
Paradise.
Yeah, that we can all play. We don't have to think too much. It's pretty good.
And we're changing things up. It's going to be FUTs with the either fast A-pop or full-on execution. We've got 5 players on this side of the map. Molotov with the steps coming in momentarily. Smoke to follow it up. Wow. And they know they're in trouble. They know this team is coming in any second now. Kicking the front door in. Let's see if they can defend it.
It's not going to be easy, but at least they're all here. And Captain Kirker with Headtrick to back him up on that AWP. They get a couple of great kills. That's a really fast rotation. Inner Circle, they were here so fast. I don't think that FUT were quite ready for it. Cemetery and Kravani, 2 versus 4. Just trying to sneak through, but even if he had it, there would have been another player behind him in Headtrick. I think there would have been a failed push regardless. And he's going to be running away here, Kravani. Not even around him, we did a lot of damage. That's kind of surprising. They had all the grenades. They had the entire CT side, you know, on the other side. They were pretty fast with the call. It just doesn't work out. It
was a nice change of pace, but yeah, Captain Kirker stepping up, managing to get at least one nice big kill. They have a solid CT-A hold there. It's their first round since the pistol and follow-up conversions. Krabeni. Not really much left to be said here. Their money is absolutely fine, though. It's kind of out of control in some senses to try and find some damage in terms of the economy going forward, but not going to happen. Headtrick to keep things clean, hold on to his AWP. They recover 3 AK-47s now. Starting to cook here. 2-0 Dream back alive. 1-round game. This was the play. Captain coming through to smoke. Hedrick finding a kill through another smoke through spawn. And the MP9 doing work there as well. So there it is. Like we said, though, the money's absolutely fine though for FUTs. They will have a nice full buy here and residual cash going forward. Boosted his Cemetery, looking for that opening kill, but no one home.
Stowie playing down towards the shadows. Got Captain Kirker inside as well, so the two of them anchoring the bomb site for the moment, which is fine. It leaves a little bit of space for Inner Circle to keep an eye on middle. I don't know if they're necessarily going to fight too much. You can see Hedrick is here. Surprised if anyone just peeks him straight up. I'd expect for them to throw some sort of a nade there to try and clear out that position. Longs is going to be clearing out Catwalk itself, but Hedrick is still in position, so let's see if they're going to find a way through. Advancing up to look into the window room there. Scribani very, very hard now. If they push Hedrick back and he goes back into Scribani, that could be a very easy way to go down here. About a minute on the clock, and they're setting up with the bomb on the ramp as well. So going to be a bit of a crunch coming in. See how far they get. Missed opportunity. You're absolutely right. More grenades landing. Captain Kirk's practically blown up already. Dawi's gone down, and Kirk, it's a pretty good shot. Honestly, he was very low on health already. Zerofix trying to help out. He's taking down Lonks. 3 versus 3, but here comes Scribani. He was never discovered. Getting in through the window, and he'll open up the entire bomb site with that kill. They're planning right in front here, and Onyx, he almost has to do it. He wants to be a hero. Now is the time. He gets the first headshot. Tries to get
nice try.
Very, very close. If he had that one, he might have rescued the day for Inner Circle.
He played that so well. Was ahead of the play. They had no idea he'd snuck through. He gets that double kill. Hedrick's there to back him up. And it's their round right now, though, playing for self-preservation. Hedrick will just hold on to the AWP. FUT back to their winning ways. 6 rounds locked in. Can Hedrick hold on to the AWP? Ooh. That is the question.
He's trying to be extra sneaky and kind of walk into his own smoke, but it looks like Scribani is aware that could be happening. Well, when he comes out right at the end, that's obviously disappointing. It's a nice idea. You could see how it could work, hiding in the open kind of feeling, but...
I mean, I feel like staying in the underpass was the better call there, but yeah, each to their own.
Hiding in actual hiding spots.
Yeah, like that might have worked. Either way, I think he has enough money going forward. It's round number 11. Double orb setup, in fact, Anders here. Onyx and Hedrick, it's very common setup here on Mirage. You see it on maps like Dust 2 as well. Allows you to have a turret in towards B and alleviate some space over towards A, but, well, Hedrick, he'll be going down early. It's going to have to be a recovery mission now. Trying to get to control towards Shaw. Another messy spray leads him to a 5-on-3 advantage on the FUT side. Krabeni calling for the boys just to make their way in towards B, and it's Onyx with that secondary orb absolutely domed by Jukes. You said he has that very fast time to kill.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that caught my eye the first time around with him. Kind of sucks a little bit, the surprise of that second AWP never really gets into play. That's obviously one of the fun parts of it, but it just didn't matter. They got all the openings they wanted. 7 rounds on the board here for FUT. There's nothing we can really complain about. This is the team that I think we expected to show up on the first map, and they just kind of didn't. The desk highlighted, it just looked like they weren't really woken up quite yet. Obviously, same could not be said for Inner Circle, but yeah, this is it's a bit of a different affair right now. And this is one of the best maps for FUT, so I'm not too surprised to see them play this way, but still, Inner Circle struggling for rounds. 4's not quite good, and I think at 5, I think there's something to fight for, you know? 5 on the CT side, I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there. It's another save, though. Up to being up 3-0, this doesn't feel great.
No.
See if anyone can hold on to the little they have. Not going to happen. They'll manage to maintain the AWP at the very least. But the final round of this first half, FUT's looking much stronger. Ancient looking very possible, that's for sure. This is the team we know and love. Mirage specialists.
Yeah.
Especially Jukes, you always see him in towards that palace position doing unspeakable things. Longs, nice work towards middle. And there's Jukes. Brutal lane. That was an AWP, bear in mind. Waiting in the B apartments.
Yeah, and he was waiting that whole time. He's waiting the whole round for that fight, and it just doesn't go his way. Here we go, round number 12. It's the last of the half, and the bomb is in the hallways already over at B. This could be very snappy. If they just get one opening here on the short, I don't think they're going to slow it down. They might not anyway. Flash around the corner. They're not going to expect a second player. Yeah, nobody was checking for that, but they're still out behind them. That's how fast they are in this round. Bomb is going to be planted, and as long as Symmetry, if he can stay alive, even for 10 more seconds, that would be huge, but nice work. Inner circle, they use that HE, they discover him, and that's going to be enough. Retake here. Suddenly a little bit more possible. Demon, he's already low on health. The bomb is ticking, and they do need this round in a circle. There's a lot on the line here for them. Jukes goes down. It's a good start. Captain Kirk is there to get it. Demon gets a headshot, and suddenly things are looking tricky. Just lonks left, they run it over. That's very good work. High fives are coming out. So final round of the half there, and 5 rounds is what they'll get. Not bad. 7-5. But for FUT, you could see a clear change in the mentality, in the individual firepower here. They learned the lesson they needed on Dust 2. They were a little bit slow at the gates. Not the case any longer. Symmetry's really come alive, and again, he's going to be even better, I think, on the CT side. So there's a lot to look forward to here if you're a fan of FUT. This should be encouraging, but yeah, this round, pretty good work for Inner Circle and retaking the bomb side, I must say. This little grenade here to get rid of Symmetry, that made the difference. Pistol round coming up now.
You like a pistol round, don't you, Anders?
Yeah, I think that what they allow for a little bit more creativity. They're a little bit chaotic, I feel like. You know, you can plan, but sometimes it just feels like you're rolling the dice, which makes it a bit fun.
Well, see if Inner Circle can roll a 6 here, or Snake Eyes will appear. As we're getting into what feels like a map win for FUT after losing the pistol. They're on easy street. The players have woken up. Everyone's contributing. Everyone's looking good.
That's got to be one of the most awkward high fives I've seen in a minute.
Oh, yeah, I missed it. I was on the scoreboard. I was checking out the util. I was checking out the cash, what was being spent.
Missing the important details like me, Henry.
Were they going for were they doing a dap or a handshake? What were they going for?
I don't know. It looked like they were wiping each other's hands.
Okay.
It's very awkward, but now I feel bad that I brought it up.
Well, let's have a look if we can work out where this pistol's heading for Inner Circle on the T side. Smoke, a couple of flashes here. And 4 players towards the underpass, going for the mid-control in an unconventional manner. The Snake down towards the underpass.
I quite like it, yeah. Oh my god. Onyx has shut down Krabani. That is such a clean kill. And they're still just walking the whole way. Look at this. This looks like the kind of strategy you would call in sort of a pug game. You know, just having a good time. Guys, let's crawl all the way through underpass and then crawl in through window and just keep crawling the whole way with nobody realizing they're completely caught off guard. This strat is sick. Inner Circle. I don't know what they've been doing here, but it's absolutely worked out. Symmetry about to get overrun. He's got 5 bullets left. My god, he's hitting the headshots. How is it possible? He's just got 3 kills out of nowhere. He's still got a couple left. Finally gets another magazine in. He's trying to be efficient. 1 more headshot. Somehow it's turned around. A quad kill for Symmetry. What a grotesque round.
You hate to see that. It was going so well.
Yes.
The human centipede towards the underpass. It was looking so promising. Yeah, it was a bit Strat-like. They get the opening kills. It was looking so good. And then all of a sudden, yeah, it all goes so wrong. That was the play. You get a 5-on-3 in that sort of scenario. How you lose it, I'll never know. But it's a USP. It's clean. It's brutal. It's disgusting, in fact. As we go 8-5, it's snatched away by Symmetry. And we are going to see the MP7 and the Felico. You can see Onyx trying his best to take the covering fire. The cannon fodder launched in, but that's quickest round you're going to see all tournament long, probably. As we go 9-5, FUT in touching distance now. I'm picking this one up.
Yeah, looks like the kids are safe, at least for now. Mirage looking strong at the moment. Don't see them giving up this kind of a lead. They got so much going for them here. Darby still playing very well. Captain Kirk with 9 kills. I mean, they had very, very good defensive kills coming into that A-bomb side, but still, they're running away with it here. The favorites, I think it's fair to say they're playing like it at the moment. All right. Got some headsets coming off, just sorting out some audio issues. which I guess is fair enough. Ancient, I think, will be a more even battleground for both these teams. I think they were played quite a bit, both similar sort of win percentage on it. I think it could be an interesting game on Ancient.
Well, that is got everyone excited, Anders. You think it might be an interesting game? You've got me hooked.
Yes, that's what
Say
I want.
less. I'm in.
I know you love Ancient. That's got to be, you know, for as much, you know, there's always a lot of complaints whenever Valve does anything. I feel like Ancient must have had one of the fastest adoption rates of any maps I've ever seen. Like, people always complain and hate new things, but Ancient, everyone was like, this is great.
I think because it had kind of, do you remember the map Aztec? Of course you do.
Yeah.
They just had Aztec tones, you know, and it's
Okay.
like for the boomers.
That's what it did.
It reminded you of Aztec, and at that stage, it's like it was a good map. It played like a Counter-Strike map. It had a figure of 8 sort of setup. Yeah, it's just a classic at this point. It is. I totally agree. So, Dukes opening things up here. It's a bit of the bonus situation. Got MP5s, MP9s, MP7s, all the M's, and a FAMAS as well up against AKs. If they win this round, call it done, Anders. There won't be any recovery for Inner Circle. They will be cooked here on Mirage.
Extra points for diversity in the weaponry. I would appreciate that, you know. Don't get to see enough of it. I don't know what sparked the comeback on the MP5, but I do like it. I do think it's entertaining, if nothing else. But there was no change, as far as I can tell, to the gun that made it happen. People just wanted to try it more, I guess. I don't buy it myself, so I wouldn't know. Not an MP5 user.
Back in the day, though.
Back in the day.
Back in the day, Anders, the MP5.
The run and gun potential.
Oh, what a gun!
Yeah. It's a good point. Maybe it's time to bring it back. Maybe I could be on the wave.
Well, it is proving to be more and more popular. We'll see whether Long's committed to good effect here in towards that ladder room. Going to have a lot of action here. The MP5 about to be tested. Oh, they just overlooked him completely, but he's given his position up. But it was silence, and that is the benefit of the MP5. No one seemed to care. They just let him run by. He said, you know what? Yeah, that's cool. We'll leave you in there.
It doesn't sound like it's doing any damage, so maybe they're just like, you know what? It's fine. Who cares?
And they're planning for short as well, so they had no idea he was there. This is wild.
Yeah, that's a very risky bomb plant, but somehow they don't actually get caught doing it. Still a 5-on-3 here. So the after plant, not necessarily easy for Inner Circle at this stage. There's some utility as well to be thrown into the bomb site, and they've got the defuse kit and Krabani. Let's see, bomb slowly ticking away, but taking the time, a dink, and then the banger on top. It's Dowie. He's found 3 kills. Make it 4. How have they won this round? It all happened in a split second. I don't even know how Dowie got all those kills.
They did have the lesser weaponry. They had all the M's, remember.
That's,
the MP7,
yeah.
the MP5, and the MP9, and the FAMAS. It was looking good. I feel like Longs didn't quite time the swing out from ladder room. He needed to cause a bit more chaos there. If he gets the timing 1 second earlier, he gets 1 kill, stops them in their tracks. The fact they didn't even realize he was there, they didn't even feel any pressure. I think they thought that was a shot coming from Connector that has kind of tagged them through the smoke or something. He needed to apply a bit more pressure, but there it is. We will see somehow, some way, that round slipping away from FUT. But, like we said, bonus round. Now we're into the big boy guns.
Well, that's changed the conversation a bit. I thought it was going to be a lot quicker. I thought that last round was easily going to be like a 10-5 scoreline, and then we're off, but it's not the case. 9-6 instead. And that last round from Dowie, that's the kind of thing surely that will sort of revitalize the team. That's the kind of round that gets everyone fired up, I'm sure. Classic utility. The bomb is in T-spawn though, so right now they're just baiting out some counter utility, looking for an opening here or there, but they've not committed to anything yet. They're waiting to read FUT. And again, their T-side on Dust 2 for Inner Circle was really cool. They had a great read, they had great mid-round calls. Unfortunately, they're getting shut down in the middle here. They were setting up for a bit of a split, just as I was praising them. Head trick, you kind of have to. You have to, if you want any chance of even planting the bomb here, you do need an opening. Zero fix, that would have been a nightmare shot if you could have hit it, but it's not going to happen. They take down Onyx in the middle, and it's time to save.
Certainly is. We were hoping that Inner Circle could build upon that previous success, recovering a round that felt like it was done. Oh, very nice shots, at least to try and hold on to the weapons they've got here. Those are AK-47s. But there it is, FUT with a very convincing round. Krebeni with a couple of kills there, finding himself an AK-47 as well. Jugs, of course, continuing to frag here. 6 and 9, not his strongest performance. It's Symmetry at the very top with 14 and 7. And round is done, round is over. Double digits for FUT. Ancient just around the corner. The analyst said, third map pretty much guaranteed a lock-in. I tend to agree. Even after the strong start, Inner Circle can't seem to hold on here.
Yeah, it would be surprising if they could win Mirage Inner Circle. I just don't see that happening. You said it's not that long ago since we saw symbols of FUT. Surely nothing drastic has changed for the team in terms of this particular map, at least. Smoke up, counter grenade coming out, trying to see if they can discover anyone up here. It's Onyx, and he's surely feeling the pressure right now. I think he's going to have a good read that there's a lot of CTs in the middle already. Nice nade on top of them as they're pushing out. It's just Jukes here alone for the minute. They've taken care of the mid presence, and now they're rotating over. I think the window to win this fight at the A-bomb side is closing very rapidly right now for Inner Circle. The entire force has started to rotate over. They know everything, and they line up with Jukes. He's very fast. You can see them just
Get him out
like
of here.
flies.
They're done.
Yeah.
They've got nothing left. They're not defending themselves anymore. In toward the A side they go. No one's flashing the CT side. No one's under any pressure. Simple conversion. 5-man clean sweep. And that was your money already in a desperate spot. Bear in mind, yeah, you saved 2 AKs, but that means those players got no further economy going forward.
Yeah.
Your loss bonus is down in the bin. 1 round away from that point. They'll take a tactical timeout, sure, but you can only really partial buy here, Andy. You're averaging like $2,500 per player, but it is map point coming up next. So oh, yeah, we can see it now. Galil's MP7, so they are going to go all in. It won't be the best of buys, won't be the worst of buys, but still looking very unlikely that they can hold on here. FUT have now got themselves in a prime position, saved AKs, AWP, but finding round number 12 should be no problem for them.
Feels like a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of
yeah, like a pick your poison moment here. Like if you take the full eco, sure, you'll have money going forward next round, but you'll also be on map points. And you might as well try and steal it away right now. Go for that 11 and 7. It's going to take one of those pocket strats and execution. We normally talk about the palace pops in these sort of rounds, Anders, you and I. This when you try and do the execution, but enter through the palace instead and try and overwhelm.
Yeah.
Thing is, if I'm able to call that, the coach of FUT's going to be able to call that as well. You're going to be prepared for those sort of plays. And that's all you can really do with this sort of weaponry. Galils and Tech 9s. It's going to have to be something like that.
Yeah, you're right. Catching maybe one of the CTs in shadows, see if you can overwhelm, like isolate that fight. That's not a bad bet. But I like it.
Your options are like, yeah, be execution, palace pop, maybe go faster towards shorts with smokes down towards middle and connector and trying to overwhelm players. Like, there really isn't much you can do here. You can't really work the picks with the Galils, especially when the CTs have the AK-47s now. But I'm very interested to see what they've got at their sleeve here. Last chance saloon for Inner Circle, who are up 3-0 at the start of Mirage, now down 11-6. Getting a good hiding here on the map pick of FUT.
But that tells a crazy story, doesn't it? From 3-0 to 11-6. That's pretty, it's pretty absurd.
So I'm interested to see what kind of approach. They are going to drop those 2 smokes we discussed. It's going to be top and middle and window, but the CTs, yeah, they're not going to let them have a ton of control here, presenting their own aggression. And it looks to be default smokes into A execution. So not the palace pop, but will be 4 players heading towards the A side of the map. We've got Util dropped by Onyx from top and middle, landing towards the connector and jungle position.
Yeah, but that also allows them to play in front of it, right? 3 people on the other side of the smokes here.
Oh, there's a kill.
Yeah, and it's
not over yet.
Yeah, that could happen. Krebeni takes 1 though, jumping past Lonks there. Nearly could have made it out alive, but had Tricks the last to go down. Juke shows up. One of the longest sprays from him, but he does still get the double kill. Up to 11 now for him individually, and up to 12 for FUT as they're about to take the second map away here, which again, many people predicted they probably would. It's looking like they're on track for that at the moment.
I think you might be onto something, but I am going to say it again. Might not be a popular opinion, but I consider FUT to be chokers. I don't think they will choke this one, but like when they get to 12 rounds, that's when they normally can't close things out.
Okay, well, that's something to look forward to.
So Just keep that in mind. I'm sure they've been working on it. But I've commentated a lot of their games until you get to 12 plenty of times before, and it all of a sudden seems to fall apart.
Yeah, they want it too much. They can feel the pressure mounting a bit. Yeah, I've seen it happen as well. Does make the games very entertaining, I must say, but obviously for the team, probably something that they want to try and work out. Maybe this is something they can work on at this very tournament, in fact.
Well, like you said, this is a tournament where they're in contention to win this one.
They could.
They're in that conversation. We haven't got the big boys here.
Yeah.
Best teams are ParaVision and MongolZ, and sure, ParaVision have bounced back from the kind of slow slump they had, and MongolZ now have the coach as well. But FUT, on their day, they can be a world beater. We saw them take down Mouse in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
At EPL.
It's not at all impossible.
And Mouse are the best quarterfinals team in the world.
Yeah, or at least they were. But you're right. Okay, well, they found Lonks at the start. That's pretty interesting. Still got Jukes in shadow and Cemetery. That's a very important kill there. It kind of keeps Jukes hidden for a minute there. Okay, maybe not so much. They must have spotted him somehow. Cemetery goes down at the same time, and now Demon and Krabani 2 versus 3, but there's a bit of a lurk to him here. He's already found one. That's the second one. He knows where they both are. Oh! What a fight for Krabani. 2 very clean headshots, and now he's already so low. If anything touches him here, if they make the cross already, they have... Oh, can they find that bomb and defuse it right away? I don't know how in the open it is. Oh, he's trying to relocate and he's been found. Demon takes him down. The heads have come off here. Second map, and FUT will pick it up.
Yeah, certainly will, Anders. What a great performance there from FUT, bouncing back, Ancient around the corner, and I dare say they'll take that as well. Over to you, boys.
Henry there talking about FUT choking. Anders dreams death. But not to be this time. FUT are very much back in the series, back in the game, and looking a lot better, looking woke up. That's the important part.
Because they hadn't played for 3 days before the tournament because they burned themselves out with preparation. So they've got warmed up now. Second map, very convincing. Well, third map, I think, should be absolutely fine and going in their favor.
I'll say this, Henry. Inner Circle, with this lineup, they've played this map 5 times in the last 3 months. For FUT, it's 15 maps of Ancient in the last 3 months. So talking about burnouts, there it is, right?
Let's have a look then. What have we got to work with? It's going to be a P250 for Doi, and we've got them not too much utility. 1 smoke and a flash, but there's the P250 striking early. Cemetery sent to an early grave, and a couple of kills as we have a 5-on-3, but these can fall apart very quickly if you're not careful.
Yeah, they wanted to flash in another player. They're trying to get out of those B hallways as well towards the cave. Okay, Lonks, I don't know how he's got away with it.
It's falling apart.
For Inner Circle, why? They had the double opening. They even knew that they were getting pushed from there.
It's still fine. They've got the smoke down in CT spawn, an open A bomb site. The bomb will at least be planted here. Okay. And they've done some good damage in towards the donut room, and they're going to try and isolate that kill. Instead of planting, they're focusing their efforts all around donut. Might not be the right call here. Headtrick is left in a horrible position, and there it is. A 5-on-3 where you don't even get the bomb planted, Anders. That is what they call a blunder.
That's pretty rough. You're right. They probably could have had a bomb plant. I mean,
I see what they're going for there. There's like, let's isolate this duel in towards donut. Then we can go right back in towards B and we'll catch the rotations. But unfortunately for them, the CT's already pushed their smoke and they get shot in the back, and it actually looks a bit silly in the end. Yeah. That is not a good round from Inner Circle. No. Bad mid-rounding, overthinking it, overcooking it, and unfortunately they get absolutely destroyed after having a 5-on-3 advantage.
Yeah, as you can tell from looking at me, Henry, I'm a fan of donut too, but sometimes the best thing you can do is just
avoid them.
Just go the other way, go somewhere else.
No bomb plant in a 5-on-3. That is such a kick in the you-know-where.
Yeah. Well, that's not how you want to start on the third map. I mean, we all kind of knew we were going to get here, but for Inner Circle, being the underdog team, having a little bit less experience on this map than their opponents at the moment, you'd want to see something different. They're walking into a crossfire. M4A1s, you're going to be a bit conservative with the bullets here, but they're doing just fine. Krabani doing very good work. Jukes has a very mean A-lurk on this map when he's on the T side, his second best position. So it's not for the CT side, but once he swaps over.
I've got a feeling this one is going to be a landslide victory for FUT.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The fact they've got warmed up now, we know pound for pound they're a better team in almost every facet of the game. Better players, better tactical approach, more experience. Inner Circle, not a bad team, but this is a new roster with Hedrick coming in as well. Hedrick looked pretty slow on Mirage. I don't think he'll be going above and beyond to save them here. I'm thinking this could be like a 13-2, 13-3 sort of situation. This is the first time FUT have had like a nice start as well. Normally it's Inner Circle up 3-0. Maybe there's a chance, but then it slowly withers away.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the fact you lost a pistol in that sort of fashion as well, morale's going to be a little bit all over the place, but let's have a look. We have got Krabeni setting up double door smoke from spawn on the CT side. That's going down nice and early. So it allows the CTs to push down, get stuck in with the lesser weaponry. Bonus round, you all know what that means by now. Entering this first gun round, as it were, with MP9s, and we can see massive nade damage here. They're going to try and make their way in towards B, but here comes Jugs making his way up towards heaven. Smoke goes down, and we'll see whether it's going to be an opening kill. It's going to be Longs absolutely nailing it.
It's a crazy timing when him throwing down that smoke on top of Zero Fix. You could see we caught it right at the perfect moment there. Very frustrating. Krabani's pushed through that smoke. That's a CT smoke behind him, and they're just in front of it. I don't think Hedrick or anyone else is going to see this coming. He was kind of ready, so I guess that's cool. Another dink. Krabani doing exceptional work.
That's enough, though. Let's leave it there. That will do, but he wants more. He's going to be taking a very powerful position, tucking himself in towards the T double doors, cutting off rotations for multiple areas of the map. T-spawn, making sure they can't get at the B ramp here. Are they just hoping for a wallbang kill here? Yes, they are. And it's almost impossible to lose this one. You could even sacrifice Demon to get a bit of intel. He's got the SMG. See if he can find one. Vault himself up towards the heavens as well. They've attempted the wallbang, so he knows they're in that position now. Just looking for one kill. Doesn't overplay his hand.
The best case here for Inner Circle's got to be taking some weapons away. I feel like they're so locked in. Like, everyone knows what they are.
Taking weapons away would just be MP9s.
Yeah, that's...
Then I think you're just giving them upgrades going forward. Like, this is the bonus round for a reason. That's why we call it that.
Yeah, what a strong position to be in. You're right.
And now you've flashed your own teammate, and down you go. It's all gone wrong. No. The bonus round is very successful, and that is a sign of things to come. This is FUT warming up into the tournament nicely. Opening game here at PGL Bucharest, and FUT, the favorites on the third map. I feel like I said, they'll be winning this one pretty easily.
We mentioned briefly the change to the magazines. This is one of those maps that people were starting to theorize about whether or not that we see less wallbangs.
That's a good point as well. On the CT side, especially when you're playing Red Room, the meta right now is when you're smoked off, you're spamming from the start towards the bottom of the middle, and you can still do that. We're not saying you can't, but you just won't be able to dump 2 mags at the start and just hope for the best and see what's available to you. So I think overall, it's an interesting change. I don't think it's negative or positive. I think it keeps the game fresh and adds extra elements to it. And I think on some maps as well, like Nuke, when you're doing the outside wall of smokes and you're getting spammed through and fortunate headshots are landing through, you're not going to see as many as those. So I think it adds to a tactical element of the game. Well, I don't think it's a bad change. I don't think we'll be talking about it that much.
No, but I think it's also nice to know that if you do get one of those spams, at least you paid something to do it. Like, it wasn't just for free. It's like, you cost you some bullets. Like, you're not just going to get everything back. That's a lot of grenades, my God.
Nice movement up towards heaven as well. Tech-9s, Deagles here in a circle, having a bit of a nightmare on Ancient. A rude awakening as Jugs will open up the fragging department. Longs, he's calling. He knows he bumped into someone there. Hugging a kiss in the smoke. They'll fall back towards there we go. They've got smoke, so you can smoke off towards Donut and CD Spawn from this position. They'll drop off the util. There we go. That's exactly what we'll be doing. CD Spawn, Donut.
Yeah, but they know Longs is ready the whole way through, and they've got Cemetery here. He's got the AWP as they come out of the smoke on the other side here. This is just a complete lockdown. What an impressive defense. Again, not the best weaponry on the other side. Obviously, I don't know how he's still alive even, but not going to get anything more in this one. So far, they've got 4 kills in total on the Inner Circle side. Doubt it'll be another one in this round, but even if that's... it's not too impressive here. You said it could be a very one-sided game, and I mean, so far that's pretty much going according to script here. They're toying with him. They're bullying him in this corner. He's laughing though. I appreciate that from Oni. He was laughing at that. I think that's good. What else can you do? But it is a 4-0 lead. But very nice.
Very nice indeed. So far, so good. Only real danger of losing a round was in the pistol and the 5-on-3 deficit. They recovered it. It was actually a very convincing win in their favor. Inner Circle need to wake up. See whether they can change the pace of this game. They've lost middle. They've lost the bomb site. Struggle to get it towards A. Good damage on towards Juzo. We talked about middle being a very important area. There's going to be some flash CTs here. Double kill for sure on the T side. That's more like it. 3 kills going in their favor. 4-on-2 overall. Reaction coming in from Longso. Pushing down the B ramp. Smoked off. Oh, spotted as well. Huge bit of information. That's their cue really to go in towards the A side, if you ask me. You know there's at least 1 in towards B. Could be 2, and that's exactly what's going on. Cemetery will join him.
Yeah, probably the only call you could make if you want any chance at all of winning a round like this one. You kind of have to do something like this. Set up here, you're hoping that Cemetery gets a kill, they push forward, Longs gets another one, and suddenly you're back in a 2v2.
Well, they're delaying it. There is a chance they give this one up. Do they overcook again? They're hoping with the silence they make the logical move and go towards A. And yeah, thank God they do. Like I said, overcooked, like you're trying to suggest you're going towards A, then walk back towards B. Just go towards A. You know there's at least 1 B.
Is that Demon or Jukes that they killed right down below where Onig is now? Like that, the player that was flashed? I think it was one of the 2 of them, but it kind of highlights why, if you're playing on the CT side that far back, those spawn flashes from the T side are so dead.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you want to be pushing closer, surely.
You're seeing teams like Team Spirit, for example, they'll have 2 players dedicated in T-spawn, just doing a volley of flashes over, so you can get 4 out as the Ts are actually entering. It's so important, yeah, and you can see how hyper-flashed everyone was there towards middle. So there it is. It's the battle for middle, and FUTs were there to take on the challenge, but completely flashed off. Double kill comes in, and, well, it's going to be Longs, keeping them modest at the very least. This round won't be going in their favor, but try and take away as much as you can. Upgrade to an AK-47. Manages to do that for now. It's not really worth the hunt if you're in a circle, though. You know the money's very strong on the CT side, and you can't afford to really lose any further casualties. 2 seconds left on that bomb. And there we go, first round of the board. The duel towards middle comes out in their favor. Like we said, plenty of flashes, very effective ones. Lead them to their first round victory here in the 3rd and final map. If you're not aware of what we're doing here at PGL Bucharest, it's a studio tournament, and it's Swiss throughout. So we have best of 3s, 3 wins in the Swiss, and you're through to the playoffs. 18 playoff brackets.
A really rare opportunity for some of these teams to get this kind of experience. A lot of the times they wouldn't be here because Mouse or somebody else would have taken one of these spots. So
sure, like most notably against Eyeballers.
JW's back in Tier 1 Counter-Strike.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun to see how they fare. Nothing to lose, really. I think not huge VRS implications here, if any. Considering the cutoff point is after the tournament finishes.
Yep.
So that if you're wondering why some of the heavy hitters aren't here, that would be why.
That is the reason. But yeah, I think it gives it a different kind of a spin. I think people are going to be underestimating Eyeballers. I think JW's doing a really good call, doing a little bit more of a backseat kind of counter-striking. He's not in the mix as much. But Bob XD is a really strong player. People underestimate him all the time. I think that's going to be to their detriment in this one. Cemetery AWPing down the middle. And I'm a bit surprised that there wasn't more pressure put on there. I feel like that's a risky peek from Captain Kirker. Ends up going down as a result. FUT, they want to get right back in the action. They don't really want to slow this down. They've been very aggressive so far on the CT side, trying to shut down Inner Circle. They've been fighting in the middle, outside of the B-bomb side. They have no respect at all here. And now it's going to be Cave. There's 3 people here on the other side for the T side. They're ready to fight, but do they have any grenades? No Molotovs or anything. They line up for Locks. He even got the collateral kill behind. I don't think he saw Onik at all.
Oh dear, oh dear. The bait and switch, it's an old classic, and he wants even more here. Doesn't quite get the quad kill, but that should be enough to win it. Hedrick, as we mentioned, pretty slow performance by his standards on Mirage. Not his weapon of choice. The AK-47 will have to do here. That's a shot he had to hit if he's going to stand a chance here. Unfortunately, Cemetery will find him, and it's Longs, the hero of the day there. The caveman, as he steps up with 3 kills with the AK-47. His teammate goes down, but sets him up perfectly for a nice spray down. 3 players completely rocked.
I think the 3rd player he can't even see. He doesn't even see him behind the wall. Like he's just.
Yeah, you're right. You're dead on.
Yeah. Maybe he just barely did, but that's really cool.
They couldn't have lined up any better for him.
Yeah.
Dream scenario and a nightmare for Inner Circle as they enter the following round with Galil's AK's distinct lack of utility. This is the round that worked before, though, Anders. Not so effective this time. Flashes aren't as potent. Just going to have Jukes to open things up. AK-47 arranged, willing to take that battle. And now you can let them have middle. It's not a bomb site, famously. You've got the man advantage. You know this is going to be a weak buy. They can't really even execute. What have they got left? They have one Molotov left in a 5-on-4 disadvantage. Like,
yeah.
Let them play themselves at this point.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. If
they can't even flash you off the angle.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, how
you just have to face check it like this. You have to face check.
Yeah, you see. Oh!
What a sick shot.
Very, very fast, isn't it?
Very nice shot. Like I said, you can't flash off any angles. You're going to have to hope these wall bangs start connecting, and that's their play they do.
Yeah, that's one of the questions. Would there be less of them now with the change? Still quite viable is what it seems like, so we love to see that. Head trick again on his own, this time in a 1 versus 4. He's picked up the first one, so that's a bit of a start here, but you would have to do so much more. Demon giving him a bit of an opportunity to maybe punish him. Again, that could have been one of those shots, you hit it right away, and the round changes a bit, but I think, yeah, now the discipline has started to kick in on the CT side. Might as well slow this down. There's no reason to give Headtrick any 1 versus 1 fights. He has to go to the bomb site. He's got to plant the bomb, and it gives you so many opportunities. Now, they're a bit of a mind game. You will probably not check both of them.
I mean, even if you got the first kill, you're not assuming the seconds there, and I don't think you can find one here. Yeah. Well held, good discipline, fantastic counter-strike from FUT. They definitely are warmed up. If you're just joining us, in the pre-game interview, we heard from Longs, and he said they boot camped for a while. They tried to fix all the holes in their game, worked on every map they felt like wasn't strong, but they burned themselves out. So they took 3 days off before the tournament began. And you could see that reflected on the server in the first map. They were very slow to get going. I think we can both agree on that.
Yes.
But Mirage got warmed up, and now this is the FUT we know and love. This is a team that looks like they can do some serious damage at this tournament.
Yeah, the firepower is just terrific to watch. I mean, it's one of the things that makes them such a scary team.
B-Rush, it's an old classic.
We love it, but the AKs are on the other side, ready to go where at least they were. Jukes is now rotated in behind, but you know what? They found the 2 opening kills that they needed. The bomb is being planted in front here. It's a long spray, and he's only good for the 1. Onic and Headtrick. There is a way to win this round. Some early grenades are coming out there. The incendiary won't block anyone off, and in the cave, the Demon. I've not been too impressed with him today. I feel like I've been wanting to see some more individually out of him.
Well, let's see what he can do with this one. The retake of the 2-on-2. It's not the cleanest first interaction, but I still think they win this round. Headtrick once again, AK-47, but caught on the reload. Very well played from Cemetery, yeah.
Headtrick, a kill away from the ace. That would have been some of the fire up his team.
As soon as you got that reload going on, you can just punt him down. He had 0 chance of winning it. Couldn't get the magazine in time. We go 7-1. In a circle now, with the bomb plant at least in that B-Rush and partial buy, a bit about going forward. Also, first couple of kills. Headtrick, though, did step up. Got him some space, a chance to win the round, but as we saw, he had, what, 2 bullets left. So, yeah, had to reload, hunted down, easy kill. Frustrating finish. But,
yeah,
we continue. It's going to be round number 9 here. 7-1 aggression from the A side of the map here from FUT. Check this out. AWP posted up in towards A main. A lot of information garnered.
Oh, you're right. Demon is even pushing out in front of that AWP, so they're going to leave him here. But yeah, he's so advanced on the map already that it's giving FUT some interesting info to play off of. Rabani got to be careful he doesn't die. Cemetery's back here. They've actually found the only way. If they walk through Donut right now, they might get shot in the back by Demon, but they could get the bomb planted.
Player parked up in A main.
Yeah. Yeah, you might not expect it. They are kind of looking. They're suspicious that they haven't run into anyone yet. So maybe that suspicion will inform them that they should keep an eye on it. That's how they lose this round. The bomb is planted. It's a 5-on-5. It's only if Demon can turn around. Look at how close they are to him as well. He needs his teammates, though, to step it up. There we go. Take down Captain Kirk to begin with, but Zero Fix in the middle. Oh! He's going to find another good headshot. That's the 3rd kill of the map for him. He's been very, very slow to get going. Demon coming in with another good kill, but now it's down to the USP for Cemetery, and that won't be enough. He's stolen an AK here, but he's already hunted, and I think pretty much isolated behind this box. Zero Fix with 3 kills. That's what they needed.
Exactly what they needed. Tactical timeout. I assume called by FUT here, trying to slow down any potential momentum that could be garnered here from the Inner Circle squad. Managing to find that open A bomb site. We thought Demon might shut them down, but was very patient. Manages to get one, but felt like the damage was done. The smokes are deployed, bomb planted, and the retake not possible. Still plenty of funds in reserve, though, as we get into round number 10. Inner Circle, it feels like I need the rest of them the way the things have been going.
Yeah.
Still got the Cemetery AWP. He's currently 8-3. Hedrick up to 8-7, but the majority of those kills have been found with the AK-47, if not all of them.
Onyx is 0-9. He was very good on all the other maps.
Yeah, that is a problem. There's the timeline for you. It was a strong start from FUT, only giving up 2 rounds since. Smoke down towards Red Room. Nothing at Donuts so far. Molotov in towards the cubby. And to Captain Karka to try and crack things open.
Honestly, it's a very good mid-opening. You'll take it, but unfortunately, the flashbang coming over from Cemetery enough to set up Krabani to get the kill on the Dowie, and suddenly 3 versus 4 in spite of Kirka's opening. They've got the mid-control on the FUT side of things. Longs is the only one at the B bomb site. If you're feeling super crazy here, maybe you just try and pop open that smoke and go for it right now. I feel like the longer you delay, I mean, already Longs has fallen back, so your opportunity to kind of catch him on the bomb site is drifted away. Krabani sneaking in. Is he going to be able to intercept this one? The bomb is there. Head trick walks straight into it. It's great work for the captain of FUT. Grenade down to add to the pain of it. Swinging out against Zero Fix. At least they get the kill in return, but now it's pretty much confirmed where the bomb is. They know everything they need to on the CT side, so not going to get any easier from this point going forward. Deep smoke, but a counter bit of utility coming out in the incendiary. Okay. That's a hell of a headshot coming through from Zero Fix. Can he do it again? The answer is no. Demon has stepped it up. 3 kills for him. I was calling him out a bit. It's a good round, though.
Very good rounds. Shuts down the finances again for Inner Circle. All 5 players getting dropped. Galils will have to be purchased here, unless they want to sacrifice their utility. Got an all for head trick. It's not looking too bad. Only 1 Gilo. I thought it'd be a little bit more detrimental than that, but let's see whether they can find at least 1 more round here. A couple more to go. Smokes down towards red. Double nade on the CT side. Try and stop that CT aggression towards middle, but here we go. It is theirs. Wow. CTs have allowed them to have it.
Interesting. I was going to say, if you just stand on the T side and listen for the double HE, that can be a signal to try and go for a really fast A play, because you know the CTs are going to have that double mid presence, but obviously not something Inner Circle was set up for in that last round. Demon here, kind of a hard angle to clear up, to be honest, and oh, Onyx, he should have been dead. He's been it's not been his game here on HE. 0-10, but he gets to live. Teammate saved him.
Good point. 5-4 though. Low HP here for the player towards B as well. Let's see whether they can actually convert. This one is looking very good. There we go. Inner Circle have found their 3rd. I might have spoken too soon. We'll see. Krabeni certainly up for a lot of damage on that grenade as well. The incendiary will make them swing through. Oh, they might overcook again, Anders. They're going to be challenging everyone. Slow it down, lads. It's not worth it. Oh no, he's so blind. 1 versus 1. The bomb goes down in a nightmare scenario. Coming from heaven, though, should be fine. There it is. Onyx will save the day.
He was cooking. That was about to be an ace.
That's his first kill.
That was his first kill.
All is forgiven. It's the easiest kill he's going to find. Reloading, low HP there, knew exactly where he was, but he hits it.
Krabani nearly with the ace clutching.
Yep.
I mean, that would have been backbreaking.
There's been some ugly rounds here from Inner Circle. They get away with this one. And that's exactly what happened on the pistol.
Yes.
You get the advantage, and you know where a couple of CT players are. Instead of just focusing the objective of the round, they cancel everything and try and focus all of their firepower to the CTs and get outgunned, lose the bomb. Things get very awkward. This time they didn't get too punished for it, I suppose, but it's the final round coming up here. They lost almost everyone, so they're going to be hamstrung going forward. So we have 2 Galils in the hands of Zero and Headtrick, looking for 9-3 our FUT. And to be fair, that money's not great either. They brought out the MP5 once again. And the FAMAS. The MP5 making a bit of a name for itself here in Bucharest.
Yeah, it's coming alive.
Bear in mind, Long's playing on home ground as well.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, in general, we're starting to see more and more, I feel like, players coming in from the Balkan region in general. It's kind of cool. Oh, sprays.
A rush.
Molly and Zerofix taking quite a bit of damage, just even trying to get onto the bomb site right now. Yes, they've got the bomb site, but can they actually get the bomb planted is the follow-up question. Look at the spray. They haven't even seen anyone yet, FUT. They're just putting more bullets into the smoke and coming up with kills on the other side. That is really absurd. It's one of the big problems to overcome on the A bomb site. Headtrick's dead for sure here. Caught in the corner. Jukes takes him down. What a start for FUT on Ancient. This is very comprehensive.
Yeah, they look comfortable. You can see they are winning almost every single duel. Aggressive on the CT side. Outclassing Inner Circle here. Doesn't feel good. Not an impossible comeback, sure, but it's only really Headtrick that had some impressive moments. He goes 10 and 10. Onyx 2 and 11. Need to see a lot more output from him. But yeah, feels like the job is done here. It just begs the question of whether they can do it quickly, whether there'll be a chance of a bit of a cosmetic comeback potentially for the young squad of Inner Circle. New boy Headtrick showing his worth. Not necessarily the AWP. Did a lot of heavy lifting with the AK there. But a very important pistol, which it has to be said, Inner Circle threw that away in the first half. 5 on 3, and then everyone just running in towards Donut instead of just planting the bloody bomb.
Maybe that's worth picking up. Like, is that? Would you say that's a leadership problem? Like, is that where you need?
It's just a bad mid-round call. It's like you get too excited. Someone's made the idea of let's hunt this one player down. Had they have got that kill and no one pushed the CT smoke, we wouldn't be talking about it. But in terms of the fundamentals, let him survive in the donut. Let's plant defensively. We had to smoke down CT spawn. Let's get the bomb planted. We know where he is. We know a player's going to be in CT spawn. We had the advantages there. And instead, you've set all of your resources to find one kill. You get backstabbed, and then you don't even get the bomb planted. Like, it's such a gamble on something that didn't have to be a high-risk maneuver at all in a 5 on 3.
Could have been a very different half for them if not. But now, second half is coming in here. We got Inner Circle on the ZT side. Cemetery. Very similar opening here.
Yeah,
P250 towards the middle. Here's another one. It's a Glock instead. Zerofix going down 3 versus 5 to begin with. So very almost mirrored kind of starts here. Captain Kirker, that's a nice find. You love to see that. The bomb side is lost, but you know what? He's trying to retake it very quickly. Demon adding to his scoreline, up to 9 kills, hiding in the smoke, but he's got the bomb as well. So yeah, eventually he'll have to get out of there. Jumps back to put the bomb down. Now Onyx and Headtrick, and Onyx had a real bad map so far. Could he do anything more here? They're both in the back line. Yeah, you're right.
So now you don't have to watch the extremities. All 3 players can be here instead of the crossfire. Yeah, job done. Not much you can really say about that one. Opening kill with the P250. And yeah, Captain Kirker, sure, he got a couple of nice shots, but it felt like the round was already done at that stage.
Yeah, it's a good attempt. Just wasn't enough. Mid-opening, very, very clean, you've got to say. You can see reality starting to set in, I think, a little bit here for Inner Circle. They realize how far behind they are in this match at the moment. It's 10-3. I don't think it's going to get any easier from here on out, especially, of course, losing the pistol. Money is going to be all over the place for them. They invest into 1 HE.
Oh, what an HE it's going to have to be here.
And they've got a stack.
Human tower.
Yeah. Can't remember, it was the Mayans who were building pyramids of skulls, you know?
Yeah.
Seems like an inefficient way to run a population, you know? You just need more skulls all the time. But.
Well, they are very big into sacrificing, I believe. So they had plenty of those kicking around.
I think that Molotov is meant to bounce up on the right-hand side.
I think you're right, but...
You can do that. Do you know how mad I was?
It bounces off the left-hand side and goes up towards the boost spot, right? Yeah.
I spent so much time trying to figure that out, and somebody else...
There it is. Well played, lads.
Yeah, that's great camera work.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. Well, that's a quick round. Jukes, quick quad kill. We'll take it. So we'll FUT up to 11. Even if they failed the Molotov, it had no implications. Didn't matter at all. But it's a good Molotov to know, because there's only one other way to Molotov that position.
And that's when he bounces through the top, through the little window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I spent days trying to figure that out. And then somebody else did. The one that they
Your family knocking at the door. Dad, please, we need help. We need to get dressed. We need to go to school. It's like, I need 5 more minutes. This Molotov will land. It can be done.
That's a scary, accurate picture of what's happening in my household. The best of times. But it turns out it was all for nothing because some other genius found out a way to actually do it in a much more efficient way.
Well, there you go.
So foiled again, unfortunately. 11-3. Henry, tell me, like, you're on this positivity vibe. What would Moses say to tell us how this could be brought back for Inner Circle?
I don't think he would. I think he'd be more of a realist. He'd be more like, lads, this hasn't been your game. You weren't expected to win. It's a Swiss format, a very forgiving format.
Okay.
And you go down into the 0-1 bucket. You'll be playing against a weaker team and following things up. First day of the tournament. I don't think he'd fill them with false hope here.
Okay. So great Moses impression.
Yeah. Be like Moses. He's very calm, stoic individual.
But we could all learn a lot, really. Lonks, pretty good spray. Could have maybe had the follow-up, but even if he doesn't, not a lot of risks there. They're going to be investigating the A-bomb site, trying to see if they can find out if there's any defense whatsoever. They could have lined up for a kill there. Hat-trick, that was probably the only chance to save the round, I think. Now it's going to get very tough here. Two of them are far away. Onyx, I don't even mind that he pushed it. I normally
You've got to give it a go.
Yeah, you have to. There's no other way.
What are you going to do? Spam him with the MP7 for a smoke?
Exactly. Like, this is it.
Something.
It's something.
Not a lot, but something.
It wasn't going to get better for him waiting on the other side. Demon, up to 10.
Down.
The quick 11. Nice.
Demon heard you.
Yeah, he's the one they've been missing so far in the series.
Well, we did say it was likely to be a 13-3.
You did say that right away.
And unfortunately, that's exactly what we're getting.
Now, if you could do the same with the lottery numbers, Henry.
I can have a look into it. I'm not as much of an expert on the lottery as I am CS, but we'll have a look into it. And for now, it's probably curtains. I say that, but number 13, hardest round in the world to pick up. It's my new catchphrase. You never normally win it cleanly. It's always a few more twists and turns.
Yeah.
Henry's Law.
Yeah, you're right more often than not on that one. Or around the corner there. So far, your prediction for the map's been pretty on point as well. I've heard of people reading, you know, palms, like the palms. You're the first guy I've actually run into that's reading FUT. Incredible.
Reading tea leaves, tarot cards, FUT.
Yeah. He's got it all locked down. Lonks, I can't believe he wins that fight. He looked like he was asleep.
There we go. They can't do it.
Oh,
it's never that easy, Anders.
It really isn't. They're very low on health, some of them there on the Inner Circle side, but is it going to make a difference? 3 versus 4. Dukes is also incredibly low on health here. And Darby's hearing them. He's already in the microphone saying, yeah, you guys have to push on out. Does he want to strike or wait for the team, I guess is the question.
I would say wait.
Okay, well, team are having a harder time than they want to getting there. That was Jukes, he was already low, so him even getting any kills here is pretty good news.
You know, 2 are coming from the heaven area.
Yeah, well, that's a failed flashbang a little bit. They line up for Cemetery. I don't even know how that's gone wrong for them.
So now you don't even have to peek him. You know he won't have a kit.
Yeah.
First player will die, that's fine. Or he will not. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a convincing victory. Anders, what do you think about that?
That's pretty brutal, but well played for FUT. They are one of the favorites, in my opinion, so I love to see it.
Yeah, and look, you know, congrats to Inner Circle. You know, you come into a big LAN event, new lineup, lots of, you know, negative headlines and all sorts around you coming in. You've stayed focused. You've won a map against one of the dark horses of the tournament. But ultimately, at the end of the day, that's as good as day one accolades are going to get because you were playing a far superior team.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, taking a map off of FUT these days isn't a small task. So
convincingly as well.
Yeah, exactly.
There'll be bigger teams than Inner Circle fail to do that this year.
Yeah, exactly. And even on Mirage, I think that